Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you all. I hope you brought some lovely questions for my dear guest. Please check out the rules. They have changed a little bit, so if you've been away for a little while, definitely do that while we wait. And yeah, I'm going to say hello to everyone, and then I'm going to bring my guest on. Oh, I didn't change the background. There we go. So yeah, I'm very excited about this. Gonna say hello to everyone and get rolling. Hello, Sharon. Lovely to see you. One of my dear channel members. I'm doing good, and I hope you're doing good too. How is everyone? Hey, Timmy. Good to see you. I think this is your first stream too. So, welcome, welcome. Midnight. It's good to see you too. Cool Gamer. Good to see you too. Welcome, welcome. Oh yes, Spooky Lukey. Welcome, welcome. Izzy. Hey, Izzy. Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. Hey, Interscare Wifey. Oh, thank you so. Oh, I didn't get hit with the notification. Ah, there we go. Thank you very much. I really appreciate the support. Let's see. Where was I up to? I'm lost. I don't know where I am. Hang on. Zoomy. Hello, Laura, the parent mod. It's good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Horror Over Coffee. Good to see you too. I recently had a collab with Horror Over Coffee, so make sure you check that out. Oh, yeah, mate. Mad chat. It's good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Right. Everyone's saying hello. I think I've said hello to everyone. Hello, Uncle Perry. I believe this is your first stream. Welcome, welcome. It's good to see you. CWL, it's all A-okay. You're right on time. It's good to see you. Oh, you're in Sweden, Timmy. Nice. Nice. Some quick ASMR. ASMR typing, don't mind me. Alright, so hang on. I've got a new, oh my god. I'm trying to get organized. Hang on. There we go. Ah! Oh, thank you very much, Interscare Wifey. Welcome. Welcome. I love when my channel members unite. But thank you. It is greatly appreciated. Alright, so I'm going to bring on my guest. So Rocky, if you're listening, I'm just gonna wing it. So it'll be fine. Okay, and you're live now. So say hello.
Oh, okay. Yes, good evening, everyone. I hope you all are doing or having a great evening anyway tonight, and I appreciate you having me on.
Oh yeah. So why don't you introduce yourself to everybody?
Yes, hi. So I am Horror on the Rocks, and I provide a good glass of your favorite beverages for those nightmares as you're listening to all your favorite creepy pastas, no sleep content, and anything else that you can imagine that gives you the heebie-jeebies. So thanks you once again.
Nice. So when did you start your narrations in your channel?
Sure. So for me, I am still, a very, I guess you could say, new content creator and do new to narrations. And I would say it started around Halloween of last year. And my wife, actually, who introduced me to no sleep content, and we started listening to that. Um, I've always done just kind of voices around her and things like that. And so she said, hey, I think this is something you can do. And so I gave it a try. And from there, I've just you know, dived head first, and it's been quite a journey so far.
Nice. So hang on, I'm gonna pull up my questions, but hang on.
All good.
As you can tell, very organized.
I mean, I've seen your streams. You are very organized. Your overlays, your words. I mean, it's top of the line.
Oh, thank you. Flattery will get you anywhere. Okay, so what kind of horror do you like the most?
Ooh, like to narrate or just in general?
Either way.
I would say so. My favorite horror is, I would say, is things that are more psychological, making you think that is this actually happening or is it in someone's head? And being able to create that with an audience is probably one of my more I would say, yeah, my favorite type of horror. And then for narrations, I like to do possession or demon voices or things that are very like uh psychological, to be very very just creepy and kind of demented out of my mind, and it helps me to really get into those characters.
Nice. So, could you give us a demon voice? I know we're putting you in the spot right
Oh
now.
yeah. Oh no no no, you can absolutely. I'm trying to think of like the type that you would want. So you think that your soul belongs to me. Your soul belongs to everyone.
Ooh,
Your soul belongs to Legion.
nice. Nice. Okay, that was really good. It's like,
Nice.
characters, yes.
Okay. 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 Okay.
It's like, just like, yes, you're going to be in a collab with me now. It's like no asking. It's
Jonathan,
like,
Jonathan in the chat,
oh,
moist and
not the moist thing. God damn it. Ah, Papa Scare, yeah, mate.
yeah, mate.
Oh no, not another one. Hello, Rooster. Welcome, welcome. People coming in. Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Yes, very very nice.
So, for those who don't know, Rocky was giving me
Oh
his
God.
Aussie accent impersonation.
I certainly did my best. I'm curious if your chat would, or wait, since Papa Scare's here too, he can probably weigh in on it.
Okay, do it.
So, all right. So we're all sitting here and we're having a lovely evening tonight, and really, I believe that being from New South Wales myself, that it is truly remarkable the amount of people that can attend such a live chat, have a good time, get fully moist, and enjoy themselves to the fullest extent that a group chat can do within the confines of the law.
You know what the worst part is? Is every so often you sound legit, and I'm just like, oh god,
And you're
no.
just like, damn it.
It's like, ah.
How could you? How dare you?
You come onto my stream.
You think that you could just you trying to steal my act here? What are you doing?
The secret joke is I'm not actually Australian. I'm
Oh
kidding.
no, it's no, that would be the worst. It was exposed. I could see you like being on some sort of like those drama YouTube channels. Like this tonight we look at narrator Lady Spookaria is not who you think she is.
Yeah.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world, and tonight, not from Australia or New South Wales. She's actually from Kansas.
What? Why Kansas? Why was that the first one you went with? I have so many
Just
questions.
some sort of obscure, just random smaller state. Just...
Ah, my goodness. Hello, Lady Farrier, another of my beloved channel members. It's good to see you. Welcome, welcome. And Papa says, what? W2F. He sounds Kiwi half the time.
And so I'm probably gonna get nailed to the cross for this one, but for you and for Papa Scare, what would you say is the differences in tone? Is it specifically tone of voice, or is it just overall accent in general?
It's overall accent in general for me. I'm not sure what Papa's gonna say, but I'm guessing that's what it is for him too.
He's just over there trying to like figure out like how do I put this gently?
Papa's like accent in general.
Accent in general, okay. Can you hear it in a Kiwi, or and vice versa? Do you think the Kiwis can hear it in Aussies?
Oh yeah, definitely. Wait, I like how we went on the topic of Australian accents. It's not even 15 minutes in the stream yet. We went straight in.
It was just my diabolical plan the whole time. I was like, how can I work this in and make sure?
It's like, oh. You just said tapping your fingers together. Like,
I got like papers over here with red lines drawn to them like a friggin' a plan of action.
Oh my goodness. Right, let's. So, did you have any mistakes when you first started narrations? We're just like not even 15 minutes in. Oh wait, now we are. Not even 20 minutes in. It's like expose yourself.
I was gonna say, how much time do you have? Rolls out Roman scroll. I would say that I'm still making mistakes, honestly, and I mean, and I say that, you know, everyone's their biggest critic. But I would say initially it was, okay, how do I want to sound? Do I want to be? Because if you go to some of my earlier stuff, and even though it hasn't been that long, I believe when it's Silver Underworld, he had mentioned something about like he's going back to everybody's old videos to see how they used to sound, and I did that myself, and it was really trying to figure that out first. Do I want to sound really dark? I don't know why I made that Australian. I did not mean to that time. I apologize.
Mm-hmm.
Do I want to sound?
Why do you keep trying to sound Australian?
And it's seductive. Like I know now I can't stop. It just keeps coming out. Or like, how exactly do I want my tone to be? Because Papa Scare actually put him on the spot here, but this is actually something really good. So I reached out to him when I was very, very new, like a month in to collab, and he gave me one of the best pieces of advice, and he actually said no right away, but it was something that I took as I very much appreciated it, because he said, I think it's important that you figure out how you want to sound, like to be consistent, make sure that you get a little bit more consistent, because he said, you know, if I bring you on and people like you and you become or sound something different, then, you know, that could be detrimental to you. And it really was some of the best advice that he gave me, and I didn't take it as like he doesn't want me to collab, he's a big narrator, like nothing like that. It was just sound advice. And so that was one of the first things, was making sure that I sound as consistent as I can. And from there, then mistakes, I think most of them are audio, actually, like my background audio. Like, is it going to be too loud, or is it not? What types of stories do people want? Making sure that I am not lazy and just, when I'm narrating and then editing, if I hear myself be very slurry with my words, instead of just saying, you know, it's fine, to go back and re-record. So try to be not only more consistent in those areas, but being open to criticism too. Because when I first started, I didn't know how I was going to react to, okay, getting into content creation. Somebody says, even not necessarily something that's negative, they're just like, hey, your audio's a little too loud. Am I gonna take that and try to lash out again at them, or am I gonna take that for what it is and say, you know what, hey, this is something that's important and something that's good, and I can use this to become better.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hello, Gloomrot. Welcome to the stream. It is good to see you. So, Uncle Perry asks you, what is the most challenging part of narrating for you?
Narrating. Reading, it is for me, it is the actual getting out a paragraph without messing up is probably the best, the most difficult thing for me, as I feel like very rarely can I actually get into that like weird, I'm locked in, zone and just narrate through and not have a mistake, be able to add inflection where I can. And so is what I would say, because then it makes it such a even more pain in the butt when you have to go back through and edit, because then editing becomes, much longer than it needs to be.
That is true. But that comes with time as well. Like, just the more
Mm-hmm.
you practice, the better you get at it. Hello, amateur animator. Welcome to the stream. And Lady Vengeance, Lady Legion. Hell yeah.
Oh, vengeance and legions.
Dun dun. So, Laura is asking the typical question: Imperials or Stormcloaks, and why?
Oh, so as a Skyrim veteran, when I was active duty and it first came out, every day that I got off uh, basically got off, I would go and play on the weekends. I'd sleep like 2 hours and play both Saturday, Sunday, Friday evening. And so for me, I think it really depends on the type of playthrough that I want to do. If it is Imperials, that means that I am going straight militar. See, I'm even slipping up on my own words that I'm saying, and I'm not even narrating. Um,
Oh, good.
do I want to be militaristic? That's the word. And do I want to fully align with the Imperials? And if so, how involved do I want to be with that character? Because it depends on how much like role play you want to get into it. But then again, I have noticed that any playthrough that I have done through them, I more tend to lean towards the Stormcloaks because, of course, the reason why they were created was, Jarl. Oh God, I'm forgetting his name.
Ulfric
Oh no,
Stormcloak.
Ulfric. Yes, Stormcloak. I was like, oh God, why he shouted the king apart. um, and went into this is because he saw that the Imperials, the dangers of them and the lack of freedom that they would, or the freedom that they would take from the lands if they continued to take over. So I would say in general, Stormcloaks for that reason of having that more freedom and saying like, okay, I understand what Ulfric is trying to accomplish.
Oh, we're getting raided. Hello, Entropic. Welcome. Hello, Oh my god. Hello.
So much.
It's hello, everyone. Welcome. I did not expect this. Welcome. What a time to be raided.
Oh my gosh, it's just so much.
I don't. Raiders, please also check out my guest horror on the rocks. Nice. Oh my god, it's such a big raiding party. Hello, everyone. Please
It's nice.
like the stream. Subscribe too. This threw me off a little bit. Get raided, bro. I certainly did get raided. Thank you very much. And drop it. Lovely to meet you all. Okay. So do you believe in the paranormal?
Oh, this one can actually come with a small story if you would like.
Of course. Gift us with your
So,
stories.
bless us with your stories and your
Indeed,
presence.
indeed.
Yes, do tell, pray tell. Um, so, have you seen Shawshank Redemption?
I have, but not for a very long time.
Okay. Well, so that prison where it was filmed at is very close to where I live. It's called the Ohio State Reformatory, and that prison it's an actual real prison, and so, so that prison when it was originally built, it was built as a very low level, like, petty theft type of prison, and that was pretty much about it. And it operated like that for a couple of years. And a few years had after some time and some years a prison that was down the road had burned down, and this prison held, the worst of the worst people, murderers, that sort of thing.
Mm.
And so what they did was they housed some of those people in the prison, but they didn't have room for them. So some of them that didn't end up getting injured in the fires ended up getting put in the general pop. And then the other ones, what they did was they put them in, the best way that I can describe it is the attic of the prison. But this attic is like the length of a football field.
Oh my.
And I don't know, like how many, I would say 50 feet wide. So yeah, the length of the football field, about 50 feet wide. And they just lined it with cots. And at the very end are these 3 cells that they used for solitary. And then apart from that, the guards basically came in 3 times a day to not only check on them, but give them food, etc. And from there, they just let them operate. So these are some of the worst people, but they're also burn victims. And so they let them create their own little way of operation. And of course, there was a lot of terrible stuff that happened up there. And so my wife and I, and her parents, we all went there, and it's really, really cool. When you go there, what they do is you get there around 7 in the evening, and from about 7 to around 9:30, they give you a historical tour. And then they take you to their the hub is what they called it, but it's like a updated and modern almost kitchen. And from there, they actually give you a bunch of ghost hunting equipment. They give you, they give you the thermometers. They give you white noise machines, etc. that you take, and they give you free range of this prison. And from, like I said, around like 9:30, 10 till about 4 in the morning, you have free range, and you can go all the way, wherever you want. And you're allowed to leave whenever you want to. You don't have to stay till 4 in the morning. But so we were up in the attic area, and so we were trying to get something to happen. And this is the short answer to your question, which is I do, but I'm also a skeptic because I feel like it has to happen to me for me to fully buy in, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But so I was at pretty much in the, let's say, in the middle of the attic area, and my wife was down at the very end in the cells, and she was by herself, and she was just basically saying, is anyone here? If there is, what happened to you, that sort of thing. And she started to feel this like just pain in her shoulder. And it wasn't like a retching pain, but it was enough to where you're like, oh, like a stinging. And so she comes back to me, and I turn on my light, and it looks like she has this small circular burn on her shoulder. And I took a picture of it, and we walked from that area. We said, hey, let's go back to the hub. Let's get a drink real quick before we go back out again, and let's look at this just to see if it's like not a rash, but it looked like a burn. And so we went back, and by the time we got back there, it was gone. But I have a picture of it on my phone.
Oh. Can we
And
see?
so, yeah. Yes.
I am putting you on the spot with this.
I would just need a second to find it.
That's okay. That's okay. Ooh, nice.
But yeah, so short answer and long answer.
No, like I enjoy when my guests give me like little stories, especially about their paranormal experiences. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it and if anybody is like lives around that area or in the Ohio area, I highly recommend to go there. That or the Waverly Hills.
So do you do urban exploration or anything like that as well?
It's something I've always been interested in, but I'll be honest with you. Like when I see those videos, I'm like, how do you find those places? Because it's like, or people who go into like especially big abandoned places. I did like a couple times when I was younger, but I guess I wouldn't necessarily call it urban exploration. But it's something I've been interested in for sure. It's just
Yeah.
hard to find places. I wish that there was like an app that people created and like, hey, here's an area that you can go explore. Here's an area.
I think a lot of like urban explorers will actually try to keep places secret because people will go in and just
Yeah.
absolutely
Hmm.
vandalize the place, and it's like,
Which that makes sense too. Yeah.
let's see what are the naughty chat doing.
Yes, yes. Back to the naughty chat questions.
Izzy says, "Ooh, that's too much for me. I couldn't willingly walk around." Damn. So Uncle Perry got scratched on a tour at Alcatraz.
Oh, yeah.
Laura, sounds like a standard job for me. I so Gloom what? Gloomrod asks, ask him what he thinks about baked beans.
I hate them.
Okay.
The only way that I like beans are in chili.
Okay.
I don't know what that's going to say for them, but that is my answer.
I didn't expect that is the first time that question has ever come up in my time of doing live streams, I'm pretty sure.
Now your chat just collapses. You hate beans. It's just
I log into Twitter after the stream. We've already got
Mm.
hashtags of being cancelled. Like
Get that
ladyspookariayt.
bean hater out of here.
Oh my god. Izzy, we're being good. I know, I'm just teasing.
You don't have to be, chat.
You know, you got a lot of questions, but like you're just like, oh my god. So, do you have any pets or anything?
Yes, so I have 3. I have a Pomsky, like corgi mix. Her name is Stevie Licks. And then I have a German Shepherd Husky mix. Her name is Luna. And then we have a Pit Bull Boxer mix, and that is Rita, but we call her Pete.
Nice.
And lady dog named Pete.
I like it. So these questions are gonna go all over the place, so I know, I apologize
dig
in
it.
advance.
No, that's how my brain works anyway.
So, how did your your partner basically, like your wife basically, said you could do this because of all your voices. So, has your partner had to like change up any routine because it takes time to do recording. So,
Oh yeah. I would say that most of the time I do it when she goes to sleep. Like I'll lay with her for a little bit, or whatnot, or if I try to knock it out before, I try to knock it out before she either gets home if I can, and then if not, then I'll wait till she goes to bed and I'll do it. And which of course then for me, I am like one of those people where like, okay, record now I'm gonna edit it because I need to get it done. And I try to do it that way, but I would say not a whole lot has changed yet, but then again my work routine is about to change up, so subject to change.
oh no, yeah, the the struggle of juggling like a real life job with YouTube.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know if I asked this, but is there any part of horror that you dislike? I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. That I dislike. I know that there's like a big like kind of cult following for just terrible like B-rated horror movies. But when I see those, I'm just like, why are these still a thing? And so I guess I wouldn't say like dislike, like, oh, like I won't watch that. But yeah, B-rated horror movies are ones where I just like I don't get the appeal.
Hang on, I'm lost in the chat again. So Ash Souls asks us both, but I'm gonna get you to answer first.
Sure.
If you had the chance to meet a ghost or paranormal, which one would you meet? Also, you will not be harmed in this visit and be able to communicate with it.
Question how. I feel like that's a trap right there. Don't question how. But I that's it's kind of a hard question to answer, because what my brain thinks is then when you say meet them, is there like I can like I just see the physical manifestation, or is it like communicate, like I can also communicate with them as well? But I would say either way, I guess I would just be fascinated to meet either one. But I'm still questioning your methods as to how we got there. Like, is there a Ouija board involved? Is there a salt ring? Am I wearing silver?
I
Like,
mean, well,
what's
I'm
going on?
guessing, look, it says you will not be harmed in this visit, so I'm guessing all the protections are in place. So
Okay.
you should be okay. I'm
As
just
long as we
guessing.
say goodbye at the end of the night, I guess.
And whatever it is just follows you home. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, we're friends now. No escape.
You imagine that, like, you go to a friend's house and they just they have a casual ghost that, like, for anybody that comes over would probably be horrifying, but they've just gotten so used to that they're just like, yeah, that's my ghost. Sorry about that noise.
They're like, yeah, it's
Plate
fine.
shatters on the floor.
It's like, don't worry about it. You want some snacks? Do you want something to drink? It's like, why is that painting floating? It happens. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, just ignore it. It'll go away soon.
It's like, what's wrong with you? Why are you freaking out? And there's blood dripping from the walls. It's like, it's fine. You're the weird one.
Yeah, just stop giving them attention and they'll go away.
God damn. Oh wait. Chatter's ordering pizza. Chatter, please give me some pizza too.
Ooh.
And he's cleaning the apartment. Ooh, nice. Yes. Please make sure you click the like button, everyone. It shows. Well, it's not Susan anymore. It's Neil, but it shows shows the YouTubes that we are loved and that you're enjoying the content. So, come on,
Not
come on.
Susan Neil. I forgot about that.
See, I've got so many joke memes about Susan now that they're
Now
all.
you're gonna have to come up with all new material.
Yep, it's like, oh, gonna have to clean out the stash.
Maybe you can repurpose some of them.
Maybe. Let's see. So Ash Souls adds on, no, like a pocket world for a few minutes or hours. So I'm guessing it sounds kind of like a portal to me. So we'll go to like a little portal,
There.
meet whatever it is, and be like,
What's
"Hello."
up? What's up?
What's up? Oh, the scary movie line. I just thought of that.
What's up?
I haven't seen that for years. Anyway.
The reference.
Oh, the reference. Anyone who's like super young be like, what are they talking about?
What are you talking about? Well, did you know that was actually like a commercial first?
Oh, really? I did not know
Yeah,
this.
it was a commercial, and then they used it, and then that's where like most people know it from, but it was actually from a commercial first.
Didn't know.
So what subgenre of horror do you tend to gravitate? Ooh. I'm really liking your chat's questions here.
I know, my chat. I am blessed with my chat. Bloomrot asks, what subgenre of horror story do you tend to gravitate towards, such as stalkers, serial killings, hauntings, cryptids, etc.? And why do you think that is?
Personally, I would say I like serial killers the most, and the reason why is because during my day job, I'm actually a therapist. And so that psychoanalysis of their mind and their regulation of empathy and or lack therein is fascinating to me. And then just the studies that they've done on like the brain of serial killers has um, been something that's very, very interesting. And particularly with their inculcation of the dark triad of narcissism. I was about to say them and I can't remember them now. But yeah, dang it, brain,
I think
work!
it's
Yeah,
Machiavellianism
maybe it is. Yep,
and
yep, there it is. What's that?
sociopathy, I think.
Yeah, yes, I want
I
to say that's
think.
his.
No, I
Yes.
no, I have to look this
Yay.
up. I have to.
Yeah, you're
Dark.
coming in clutch there.
Yes. No, psychopathy, sorry. So the lack of empathy.
Psychopathy, yes.
There we go. So it
No,
also really adds. Oh, sorry. Here you go.
no, go ahead.
It...
I was just itching my ear, and I was just making noise while doing so.
Okay. Uh, um. Sorry. I got just mentally distracted. Like, you're scratching your ear. Why would you say it when you're scratching? Never mind. um. So, do you believe? Is it the whole argument of nature versus nurture?
Sure.
So there was one study that I can't remember what it was. It's like a source. I might find it after the stream if I'm, my brain's not fried. But basically, it basically said that so there are a lot of people are geared towards being sociopaths, but they're fine if they get like a lot of love in their childhood.
Mm-hmm.
But if they don't, that's when it turns, or they get a physical bump to the head at a young age, and that's when
Essentially, yes.
yeah.
So like, I don't have children, but if you've ever been around a child, they are little demons, and I mean that in a loving way, because children, of course, they don't know any better, but that is why they need adults to quote unquote civilize them. And if you don't do that within a certain age, particularly young males, I believe that the age is 2. Um, if they are not properly socialized, they have a high propensity to display aggressive behavior, particularly once they're, adults. And, um, but then again, there's the idea of everyone has a choice. You can be raised within terrible environments, and you can be raised within just the worst circumstances. But if you come to some sort of conclusion internally, what is your meaning and purpose? If you come to some sort of internal conclusion of you want more in life, you can escape that type of nurture environment that you've been shrouded with your whole life, and then um, you know experience nature as it is and break the cycle as it's been said.
Nice. Oh, thank you, Raven spelled it out for me. Hello, the Burb, one of my dear channel members and one of my mods too.
Yes, I need to find me a good class of Discord mods.
My mods, my Discord mods are pretty good. Where was I up to? Oh my god, I'm lost. Oh, okay. So Laura asks, favorite cryptid.
Look behind. Have you heard this one?
No. Tell me the glorious tale.
Tell all.
Indeed.
the only reason why is, and I think I reached out to you for this because I heard your one of your succubus stories that I wanted to narrate from, as I was playing around with this idea of doing like a Witcher book type of series where I would take
Oh
like
yeah.
creatures from the Witcher's Guide and utilize those into like narrative type stories. And of course, the succubus was one of them. And that, but in my research of looking through, like, okay, what are some different cryptids that would be involved in that? And one of them that it reflected was the look behind, and essentially what this creature is it's one that you just never find, but you see out of the corner of your eye. And what it does is it basically, in a way, stalks and hunts you within your own home. But it does it over a long period of time, like a couple of months. And it will hide behind things when you try to go and search for it or anything like that. Like, you'll be like, oh, I swear I saw something like out of the corner of my eye. You'll go look and there'll be nothing there. And over the period of a couple weeks, months, it will get closer and closer to you, and eventually it will be right behind you. And if you look behind you, it'll take you. And the only way to get away from them is you have to actually leave like your residence and your home completely, and make them think that you are no longer, I guess, a type of prey to be attacked. Yeah, and so then they will essentially lose interest and then go away. Hide behind. Sorry. Yeah, you are correct. Rooster, you're right. Hide behind. I don't know why I said look behind. Hide behind.
I'm trying to catch up. This is my life. I get lost in my chat. Hello, Onyx. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Hopeful. Good to see you. Hopeful says, lady. Smiley face. Good to see you. Hopeful has been a channel member for 4 months. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I remember my brain's just chirping out. It's like, come on, brain. Come on. Stay on.
Scoop up those pieces. Put them back in there. Well, I need to get myself a little sippy sip.
Oh, thank you for using the correct term on the stream. It's vital. Actually, I will have a sippy sip too.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I see coffee in my jug.
All right. Oh, okay. So I don't know if you're okay answering these sorts of questions. So, like, if there's any,
I am okay with answering anything. Lay it on me.
All right. So, what real life goals do you have for yourself right now?
Ooh, very deep and philosophical. This is going to sound a little cheesy, but this is the first one that I can think of when it comes up. When I think of it right away, is being a better man. I owe a lot of myself to who I am, to my best friend, but also to my wife. For the good, obviously. You know, they've made me a worse person. No, but no. There are certainly things about me, even as a therapist, that I recognize that and surprise, surprise, you know, therapists where we don't always follow our own advice. And so that what I would say is still continuously, working on becoming a better man and becoming a better person. I'm very quick to anger sometimes. And so just becoming a better person, I would say. And then for as far as, goals, career goals, and then of course YouTube goals, just continuing to get better in those regards, and being more consistent too. That's something that I've been slipping with over the last year or so, is not being as consistent as I could be.
These are good goals.
If you can, what was?
I think like just people always need to work on themselves, and it's easy to forget and just
Oh yeah,
focus so much on other people. Sorry.
This is no, you're good. Because we have Actually, I have it written down in my handy dandy notebook. One second. Flips through pages. Knowledge and wisdom do not consist of what you already have, but combined search for knowledge is the highest form of wisdom. And so basically just meaning that always continued pursuit of how can I be better, while also recognizing and celebrating your goals that you have accomplished.
Nice. I'm sorry. So, without going into patient confidentiality, so Ash Souls asks, what was your most interesting session you've had with a patient?
I had one talk to me about astral projection.
Oh.
And explaining the process of that and what's involved, and then kind of their experiences there within. I would say, yeah, probably one of the more interesting ones that I can actually talk about.
I mean, if you can talk about it, like, I'm down to hear the story, but like, I just don't want you to get in trouble.
No, you're okay. It was there were other religious elements that were added there into it, so that I guess that's why I say is even more interesting too, is because it went against a lot of their religious beliefs, and so they were struggling with the fact that they could do it, but also explaining within great detail of their ability to do so and kind of the things that they saw, and trying to help them balance that dichotomy within their own head of, this is something that I shouldn't even believe in, but it's something that I can do.
Oh. I keep thinking like that would make for a really good story.
Yeah, no, actually it would, now that I'm saying it out loud. Let's get on that.
Like, don't steal the idea.
No. If you can write a story utilizing that, go for it.
And then during the interview,
I think that'd be really cool.
during the interview today, all you hear is, "Yep,
And you're just
yep.
Typewriter.
No, I don't know if you were here for this, but one time people were like, "Wow, Lady types really loud," and Laura said it's a mechanical keyboard. I'm like,
oh, that was the one that I was on, because I was like, Jesus, are you typing on an 18th
that
century?
was you. I forgot that was you. No, it's a normal keyboard.
Typing on an 1800s keyboard over there. They're weighted. They're weighted too. That's what's even more maddening, is they're weighted, but you create so much noise with them.
You come on my stream.
Not only try to sound like me, but make fun of mine.
Look, it is a gentle caress of the keys when I type, okay?
Let's ask the keys about that.
They know not to talk. So Uncle Perry would like to know, what are your thoughts on astral projection?
I guess I would say that there's not really evidence for or against it. It's not something that we can disprove, but it's not something that we can prove either. So it's, it kind of goes along with almost the same way that I look at the paranormal of, I could see it. Absolutely. There are absolutely elements where I'm like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But until it happens to me, difficult to fully buy into it.
So that gave me a story idea. It's like someone who doesn't believe in death entirely until they die themselves.
Ooh.
But write that down.
Ooh.
Don't mind me, people. I'm gonna read these notes after the stream and be like, what was I on? What was happening?
What was I saying? Doesn't believe in death until they die.
It's like, was I feeling okay during this stream? Was Rocky feeling okay? Was the chat okay? Are we okay?
Were any of us there? What did that stream even happen?
Oh no. Because I stopped recording my streams while I like live stream. So one time, like, did I even stream on that day? Oh wait, there's nothing there. I'm like, that's
ooh.
Yeah.
I got another element too that could add into that.
Ooh.
It would be not only the dichotomy of them struggling with it, but they go through a bunch of events that would get to them to the point of death.
Ooh.
But they end up trying to then struggle with, did those events even actually happen?
That's a good idea.
Or was it something that they just thought about? Because in their essence, or in their search and pursuit for what does it mean to live, what does it mean to die, they get to the very end and think of, did any of that even happen?
A good story. I'm gonna steal it from you. No, I'm kidding.
No. Oh, no. Go ahead. Hey,
Excellent.
I am not a writer. I can come up with story premises, but when it comes to actually writing them,
When I finally finish writing it, I'll collab with you on it.
sounds good. I'll be the therapist in it.
Nice. Raven, the burb says Australia is a bit behind on their tech. She streams with a ham radio.
Welcome to ladyspookariayt's midnight stream.
To be fair, my internet is a potato. Like I'm surprised. Like it's like my stream's still working. Really? Cool. Hello, M. I see you lurking. Also, lurkers, you are more than welcome. Feel free to say hello if you
Got a
feel
bunch
daring.
of capybaras back there on wheels, like powering up your ham radio.
Why would we have those? We don't have those over here.
Exactly. That's the madness of it.
It's like, lady, how'd you get these? Stop asking questions. Mind your business.
Listen,
Don't worry about it.
Just like the keys to my keyboard. Don't ask questions. Don't say anything.
Your Raven reads notes. Can't die until I die.
Can't die until I die. Yeah.
Wait, I had to look. It's like, okay, I didn't actually write that.
Wait, did I write that?
I had to do a double take because that is something I would write to. Oh no. Congratulations, Lady Fairy. Lady Fairy says, celebrating getting her novella published and her boyfriend her finding a house. Ooh, very nice.
No. Oh, heck yeah.
That's really cool.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I like that.
Hello, Ivory. Oh. So many good stories. And then it's like,
I'll just be your plug for story ideas. I'll just give you just like this is what I'm thinking, but I don't know how to write it. Here you go.
you'll be like, story ideas. Come on. I've got so many story ideas. I just haven't finished them, and unfortunately, I've got like a bit of ADHD going on, so I have a lot of trouble finishing things.
One.
I have a lot of trouble finishing things. So, and it's really hard sometimes. Like, yeah, I did this story. Did you finish? No. Did you record it? No.
Ohio stories. Ohio is a story in and of itself.
Aentropic. What? Ravens, are you just roasting me? You're just in my comments in the chat, just like the entire time, saying cheeky things to me. No, Raven has seen the process. Oh. Oh. feel called out on my own stream.
What's happening here?
Like, what's happening? Oh, so where would you like your YouTube career to take you?
I told myself from the very beginning that no matter what, if it gets to the point where it can be something that I can do full time and make a career out of, excellent, great. But I am not going to, if it doesn't, just because that can happen, if it doesn't, I'm not going to completely just fall apart and see it as a huge failure in my life and let it get to me in that way. And so, yeah, I would like it to eventually, become something much bigger and get more involved with projects and other types of things. But if it doesn't get there, I'm not gonna, just see myself as like, oh, you're the worst failure. Because I mean, it is. That's the thing too. Like, if you ever talk to anybody young, they're like, oh, I want to be a content creator. I want to be a YouTuber. And it's like, okay, what's your actual plan?
Yeah.
Because it's difficult.
There's a
You
lot
don't just
of...
get to... Oh, no, I was just going to say, you just don't get to put out like a couple of videos and be like, boom, million subs.
Yeah. I think people do forget that, like, it's consistent effort all the time to, boost yourself in the algorithm and then grow your channel as well.
Oh, the algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
A fickle fiend.
Okay, so... God damn it, topic. Alright, so we're gonna take our little breaky break. So I get up to have my stretchy stretch, but yeah, we'll be back in just a second. And we're back. We had a stretchy stretch. My bones cracked.
We traded out the capybaras so that way, we
Mhm.
put fresh ones in so that way you can have the best quality internet speeds.
I just like the random animal. Just, why is that here? Yes, that is true. The bird likes to tease me, but indeed, it is all out of love. It turns...
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Entropic and ravens are both naughty. Who would see?
Naughty.
Oh my god, don't you start.
Do you get the reference there?
No. But apparently
Courage the Cowardly Dog?
No, like, apparently that's how I say, like, naughty. Like, I say like him, but I
Oh,
just... I don't even mean... I don't mean to, it's the word... I will smack you in a minute.
Did you not watch Courage the Cowardly Dog when you were such a young lass?
When I was a young demon, I don't believe I watched it.
Oh, yes. You'll have to watch that episode.
I'll watch it and be like,
It's
oh,
such an interesting premise.
Maybe, like, maybe it was on while I was sleeping, and there's like subliminal messages that were in my brain, and that's where I got it from.
What did you watch when you were young? What was your cartoons
I will
that
be
you
exposed.
gravitated towards?
I'll be exposing myself. But I liked animal type shows, so I liked The Animals of Farthingwood, The Silver Brumby. What else did I watch?
Ooh.
What?
Well, see, you say exposing yourself because I have no idea what those are.
I think they're very Australian, like UK
Yeah,
type
that's what I was
shows.
gonna say. Like, I wonder
Yeah.
if it was like, because I didn't know like if like the breakdown between, I guess, like even like countries, like if it was like Looney Tunes or they like cross country where they just like only here, and then in like the UK it's like, yeah, we got Looney Doo Tunes or something like that, and just like how much crossover there was. So
What the
she
hell
lived
is
courage to Charlie.
Hey.
It's a strange time out here in the middle of nowhere.
So Izzy wants to ride a capybara into battle? What's happening?
Battle capybara.
Oh, can you imagine little armor and everything? It's like, no, you're so cute.
Ooh, yes. It's got like a flag that just flies on the side.
Entropic beats Entropic up, tied up in a basement, and we're back.
And we're back.
I don't have a basement. That's it. That's the
I have a
part that's wrong.
subterranean lair.
You know what? That would be really cool in summer. So, I know everyone is tired of me saying this, but I'm going to say it again. My aircon still is not fixed. God
no.
damn it. Actually,
you are not the first person I've heard that lives in Australia that has said like their air conditioner or aircon units like are just always broken.
well, because they're on a lot.
I mean, that makes sense, but you think that like that would be a market right there for businesses. Like you create like industrial strength air cons for people.
I mean, look, I am tempted to. That would be. Can you imagine how much money I would have? I'd have
Exactly.
That'd be perfect.
Are you tired of your air cons consistently going out? Me too. Get ladies cons. Unlike the other ones, we won't con you out of your air cons.
God damn. Pretty good. Yes, no denying entropic.
But nice. Listen, it's the subtle details. Otherwise,
always the most subtle one. So I did have questions, but like I don't know where the rest of them are. And I just found like a whole bunch of my old like exam questions and stuff for school. I'm like, this is not what I was meant.
I'm curious. What exam questions? Secret exam questions. So were you a dealer of answers? You would say, "Hey, I get the answers to quiz number 3."
No, but like I kind of wish I was now because that makes me sound more interesting. Hang on. I'm trying to pay attention, but like, so I use Evernote for like my stories and like stuff to like store it, and there's just too many options, and I keep getting distracted. And I was like, "There's that damn PDF I needed 2 years ago. I finally found it. I don't need it now." But goddamn, I'm so mad. I'm sorry.
I've done that so many times. Like, I remember looking for this when I needed it. If you want to search for that, I mean, because Entropic asked that question of who do I want to collab with.
Ooh, actually, that's a good
like
one.
Because honestly, like, there's a lot of people like I really want to collab with, like a lot of like ladyspookariayt and I haven't collabed with together yet.
Dude, my child.
Yeah, no, I know it's everybody's busy too, and I never know like the best time to ask because I know that everybody's busy, and I don't want to be like, "Hey, can we collab?" And they're just like, "I don't need another person asking." But yeah, so I think of too like there are some big name ones obviously, but so far it's been, everybody within the community that I've been, having a good time collabing with. I just did one with Phoenix Fire. I'm gonna have one coming out with Silver Underworld soon. I want to do more stuff from Dark Little Voices. Their stories that they write are really, really good.
They're really cool.
Were they math questions? If they were math questions, I would be exposing myself to the counting on my fingers still. From basic math is not my forte. is like the extent. So if like you're doing like anything above that, my brain will get fried.
It's okay, Lady Vengeance. Ooh, Lady Vengeance is working on something. Nice. See, lurking is more than welcome, guys. I just imagined all the lurkers like peering through my window, being like, yes, keep talking. Yes.
Yes, that's right. Stay distracted. We shall be soon.
It's like entertain us. Entertain us. Ah, that's so... I would ask if you write your own stories, but you just said that you don't. So I was like, why not?
I have, but they are. I don't know if they're good enough to even try. So I don't even, because like being able to get word, like I am not a writer in the sense of like how writing should be. I can get the stuff out, but it ends up almost being more like, and then she went to the bathroom, and the bathroom was like, things like that. So I wish I knew how to be better at that, but yeah, not my forte.
It's just like something like narrations and things. It's just practice, that's all.
I will say this, speaking of writing, I totally, when I was younger in English, because in my school that I went to, you kind of like, you had to do a project that meshed from, I want to say it was 9th and into 10th grade. Like you had to kind of almost like write a series. And so I totally ripped off of the Saw series, and I had this series that I wrote about this like young kid. He's very, very wealthy, and he has no friends. He's kind of a loner, and people make fun of him because he dresses like like a goth kid or like a ICP kid from back in the day. And even though he has this kind of status, people still make fun of him, and he still gets bullied to the point of where he just has enough of it. And so, I guess I didn't even know I was stealing from H.H. Holmes before I even knew who H.H. Holmes was. But he decides to turn his house into kind of like a murder house, where he would lure everyone who had bullied him to there. And he created these saw traps essentially to get them out. But instead of being, he gave the illusion of there being a way out. There was no way out, and that was the kind of joke to him. It was all a joke. And so he would create this persona, because he would be in front of the people trying to escape these traps, and his persona was like a clown, and he wore this clown mask, and he would kind of like be very goofy and animated in front of them, so that way they wouldn't know who he was. And but yeah, that was kind of like the whole premise of the series, is just keep luring these people into his home.
I like that. Write it. Do it. Do it.
I can try to bring back. I don't even remember what I called it, but yeah, that was the whole premise of it.
Like, you can still remember a
Home
lot
Alone,
of it.
Home Alone, the next level.
Hello, Cement Shoes. Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you again. Welcome. Izzy, you can lurk in plain view. You don't have to be outside from the window, I suppose.
You be in the closet dressed as Superman.
Hey, Superman!
It's it's a bit that was like on Rick and Morty.
Oh, okay.
It's like, or yeah, like his parents talked about how they invited another person into their life and how he watches from the closet dressed as Superman.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay. My streams go all over the place. I just
I'm here for it though, because as
Mm.
we said on the break, we both got that ADD brain, so
I know.
it's all over the place anyway.
And then after stream, we'll be like, "Hey, yeah, we didn't get to talk about this." It's like, "Oh yeah."
Oh yeah.
I just kind of imagine we're just both just like walking around in a circle, and like just sort
Oh,
of bumping against the walls, and occasionally like Laura like will poke us in like the right directions. Like, "Oh yeah,
I
we're live."
get that way. Get up back that way.
What? Damn it!
I do not. I promise you, I'm not trying to, because I've tried to do like a. I'm like having flashbacks to the story I did a little bit ago, where I put a Australian accent into it, and listening back to it, I was like, was not good. And it's making me think of that character that I did. Where he's like, you just got to play the video games. It'll be fine. We'll give you $20,000. You got to play it one time. Yeah.
You know what? It's not the worst Aussie accent I've heard, so just keep that in mind.
Well, I'm glad that it's not the worst. That at least gives me hope that where it could be good, passable, if anything. If I keep working on it. If I keep working on it, I said.
Like, I mean, every so often, like, it does sound okay, but then, like, it'll slip to, like, different regions of Australia, and then, like, even, as Papa Scare said before, like a bit of Kiwi thrown in there as well, so it's like, wait, what?
What words, if any, that you could think of are a stark difference between region Australia or how Kiwis say words?
I will not reveal our secrets.
Oh, how dare you! Don't quote the old magic to me. I was there when it was written.
How dare you?
How did you know about the secrets? Cut stream.
It's like, that's it. Rocky's getting kicked off. First person kicked off.
I'm sending the council to him.
And then, no, like, the FBI
They will deal with him.
GIF happens. FBI, open up! It's like, how do you know the FBI? Don't ask questions, it's fine.
You thought that you could get away with this knowledge?
How dare you keep it from us? This has gone all over the place. I don't even know what we're talking.
To be fair, I was kind of trying to talk about everything to give you time to find your questions.
Oh, well,
Is that's what I thought you were doing. I'll be honest with you.
No. What happened was I started joining in with the shenanigans, and I just like didn't look for the questions, so like it's a little awkward.
Yeah, because where I think I heard where it left off, I heard you click-clacking away. Was you were like, "Oh, I found this thing that I needed 2 years ago," and then after that, there was nothing.
So like I kind of forgot that happened. Like, oh, okay. So what are your interests outside of horror?
I like philosophy a lot. And I think that mostly just because that bleeds into my work, in my day job, of what does meaning and purpose look like, and then the meaning of life and how to view tragedy. Other interests. I like to play video games a lot. I'll be honest with you.
Which ones?
Yeah, definitely like. I'm a huge fan of like RPGs. In particular, earlier before the stream, we were talking about Call of Duty. I play Call of Duty only because I play with my friends play it, but I don't play it as is. It's just not something I can get into, i.e. I'm not good at the game. And so really what I've been doing too is, and I'd be curious what your chat would think of this idea, and you actually,
Ooh.
is I've been playing around with this idea. It's been kind of well, they're two ideas, but they're both kind of this blended within the same thing. Of one of the things is it would be a you laugh, you read. So the example would be you and I would, or excuse me, you scream, you read is what it is, but it's based off the same premise of you laugh, you read, or you laugh, you lose, but you scream, you scream, you read. So like the example would be you and I would be playing a scary game together, and once one of us screams or gets like jump scared, that person then has to do a live short story, like very short story reading to, whoever is watching.
I mean,
And then from there, like and what they would be though, they would be stories that, like, for example, that you and I would pick out, like it would be a series of 8, and then the chat would actually vote on which story would be read as we are going on and playing through. Like once two types of stories that are voted on, and whichever ones win, of course the one that wins gets read, the other one gets thrown out, and then the chat gets to vote on, out of the two next.
ooh, that is a cool idea.
So that's one thing. The other one would be, and I don't know how well this would work. I floated this idea to my wife, and she's like my biggest supporter, but this was one where she was like, I don't know.
That's the voice you chose for your wife.
That one is a voice I got. So as I said too, like Robin Williams, when he used to do stand up, he used to kind of do that voice. I'm like, I don't know. But it would be like where I would play Phasmophobia, and I would do my narration voice as I was going through Phasmophobia and almost narrating what is happening as the game is going on. But that would require me to be very clever and kind of on the spot live.
Ooh, oh, that's cool. I like that idea.
I mean, so like example, like would almost be like, the house seems dark. The rain pounds the windows. The house seems empty, and the family has disappeared without a trace. They say that some sort of dark entity has entered the home. They weren't quite sure exactly what it was, but according to the evidence that I found, this voodoo doll seems to be the culprit. And it would kind of go through as I'm playing the game.
I like that idea. Oh, have you tried using the monkey paw in Phas yet?
I have not yet, no.
I tried it, and all it did was make hunts happen like every
So
4
how does it
seconds.
work exactly? Like, can you only ask? Can you ask it specific wishes? But how does it know what you're asking?
I don't know. So basically, I asked for more more photographs in the camera because we'd run out, and I asked it for that, and you have to use the voice, and it did the thing with the finger, and nothing happened. I checked the camera, I'm like, oh, and then I heard it singing and coming up the stairs. I'm like, oh my god, and then we hid in the closet, and then the hunt stopped, and then I'm like, okay, we're good, and I went to go out, and it started again. I'm like, oh my god.
You should have wished to be safe.
Yeah, but there's always a consequence. So whenever you wish for something and say you get it, there's always a negative side to go along with that. So
okay,
it's very chaotic. Very chaotic.
I've only seen clips of people using it so far, but I haven't gotten in to actually use it yet.
I think I'm gonna wait until I read a better guide, because I quickly looked at a guide. I'm like, oh, that's how you use it. All right.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the spirit box or the Ouija board where you have to ask certain questions. Otherwise, it's no, don't want to.
I wish that makes sense. They should do some sort of indicator like it is on the spirit box where it recognizes the question that you asked or not.
I mean, that's true, but some of the ghosts don't respond to spirit box.
The most annoying thing. Come on, tell me where you're at.
It's like, where are you? I don't want to tell you.
No. Oh, the best though is I'm close. Oh, okay then. All right then.
Yeah, it's just like nope. You're just like throwing stuff like while you're like
Oh yeah.
running
Oh
to get
yeah.
out. It's
All
like
the
nope,
time.
nope, nope.
And then you walk 5 feet and you're winded and you're like, God, this is just like real life.
It's like, do more cardio, I say while I'm like eating a chicken nugget. It's like, come on,
Yeah,
guys.
exactly. Get out of the house. You're gonna die.
Yeah. It's fun when you play the ones where you know you're going to die, and it's fun. But the thing I hate the most, I don't care about dying in Faz. I care about wasting my money.
Yes, that is the more thing. Like, oh, you got me, but then you immediately think like, I lost everything.
It's like,
I just bought an extra camera.
it's like, I want my money. Give me my money back, game. And also, I hate the new like shop/loadout screen thing. It's so confusing.
Yeah, it still doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I do like though, like they do the teaser on the wall of like things to come. But there's like 3 different crosses that I saw now. And like there's the lantern. I don't know if you saw that on the wall.
Oh yeah, there is too, and the incense and everything.
Mm-hmm. So one thing though, and I've seen like other like conversations about this on Reddit where I think it would be a cool idea though, like to actually do some customization to your actual character instead of just like I get it, like it's not really a big thing, but if you're playing with a group of people, it would kind of be cool to like, you know, you have your own little character.
Would be cool. Like just, I think what happens with the crucifixes is like I think one of them will have like a single use and it'll be destroyed, and then it'll go up from there. I think, or maybe they'll go like the route.
Yeah, because there was like the silver crucifix. Maybe they're like more expensive crucifixes, like they work better.
Maybe they're like a wider protection range as well.
Oh, that, yeah, I guess that would make sense.
There's so many possibilities.
Oh, just tell us what you're doing, Phasmophobia.
And they just tell us everything. So what is your
Phasmophobia isn't for me.
What is your favorite map in Phas?
Oh, now I'm trying to think of like the map names. Oh, let's see here. I think that they should do away with the big maps. I'll be honest with you. Be that individually or just singularly, because unless you have like a person, or like a group of people, it's just so hard to do, and it kind of like takes it out of it. But I actually am a big fan of Tanglewood, I think.
The starter house.
No, excuse me, not Tanglewood. That would be, because now I'm looking up. Yeah, either Edgefield or the other small house.
Ridgeview?
Is it Ridgeview?
Yeah, or Willow House, or Willow Street.
Yeah, not Ridge. Yeah, Willow. Willow, I would say is, but the reason why is because that basement is terrifying.
Yeah, and
something about that basement.
And there's not a lot of places to hide too. There's like big open spaces.
Yes, that's the other thing I like about it too. Is it to me, it's almost like it's a little bit more of a challenge, and with it all being so compact, it makes things a little bit more terrifying.
That's true.
What about you?
I'm very fond of Ridgeview.
Ridgeview? Yes.
I think they should have like, say on the big maps, maybe they should have like, instead of like 4 players, maybe 6 or 8 or something. Because it's just so big.
Yeah. It is. And it's just like, it takes so long just to move about it by yourself if you want to. And so it's... I actually haven't played with like a group of people that big, so I guess I can't really speak on like what it is like, but it seems like it would be a lot easier. Ooh, what is your like go-to places to hide in usually? Like, do you have like a singular place? Like let's say in Ridgeview, do you have like? Because when I go in, it's always the same location, unless of course like the ghost is right there.
Depends. Like sometimes I'll try to actually like get the ghost caught around a coffee table or something, or the dining table. Like eventually, like it wears out. Like sometimes it just doesn't work because your speed like drops and the ghost speeds up in some cases. But other times it is actually pretty fun to watch the ghost try its heart out. Also in Willow Street, there was a really nice spot between either the washing machine or the dryer and the wall, and if you hid in there, the ghost could not get you, and the ghost would be losing its mind at you. And it was so funny. It's like, wah, wah.
What is the most terrifying ghost to you?
I think the Shade.
Shade? Is that the little kid one?
Oh no! Oh, you mean the little models? I'm talking about different types of ghost.
Oh yeah, no, it's well, yeah, no, I guess either or. Yeah, that's probably.
So the Shade scares
Shade.
me, or the Spirit, because I think like I've got died so many times because of the Spirit, because you just underestimate it. It's boring. Like there's nothing really that stands out. So you're just like,
just a run-of-the-mill spirit.
Yep. And the Spirit's like, how dare you call me basic? And then it kills me. So so who wins that round?
The Mimic or the Twins piss me off because I never know when it's those ones.
One of them has ghost orbs around it. I can't remember which one. So keep an eye out for that.
All fun and games till emus show up at your door. No one wants that.
So where do you get your stories from?
I told you I'd have to kill you. No. A lot of it is honestly no sleep. I tend to stick around there because and I don't know what the process is for you, like every week, if you're like, okay, this is the topic I'm going to do, or if you just kind of like, these stories look good. But I've been really trying to hone in on like, okay, can I get specific with the types of stories that I'm looking for? So like either, like last week, the video I did with inner demons and like what that means to people, or like middle of nowhere, like type of stories, or new neighborhood. And I've had luck with those, but yeah, if it's not that, then it'll be probably like the creepypasta wiki. And I've only had one story submission so far, but I'm hoping that more people will send more, because I would really like to have more of that, not only for my purposes, but just get people's stories out there more, because I feel like there are a lot of good stories that are on, Reddit or the wiki that just kind of get buried or get lost.
That's true. You could always try writing that story.
Oh yeah, see, there's the whole thing of writing. Making him spill his tea. What tea? Where I get stories from? You mean where everybody gets stories from?
Oh, Laura says gaming collab when?
Oh, that would be like some. We'd have to like organize that for it to be just even with the time zones.
That is true. Like I have been pondering doing more gaming streams in the future. I do have a gaming channel that is very neglected right now. Even more so than my ASMR channel.
Oh no.
Yeah. It just sits there, just gathering dust.
You look over at it every now and then and be like, oh yeah, hey, I remember you.
It's like when you open the fridge and there's like rotting like vegetables
Yes.
in the fridge.
The lie we all tell ourselves when we get like broccoli or lettuce or something. We're just like, I'm gonna eat you. And no, we don't.
Yep. I feel called out.
Extremely neglected.
Ooh, so Ash Souls asks a really good question. Ash Souls asks, have you ever heard of a story that you really wanted to read, but it wasn't horror?
There's a story that I really want to do, but my wife won't let me. I'll put it that way.
Oh.
Because it's on a, how do I put this? So that way we'll make sure that it's child friendly. It is a very old creepypasta or a 4chan story about a guy that collects a certain groups of people and turns them into dolls.
Oh, I think I know the story you're thinking of.
You probably do, yeah. It's
Mm.
a very bad, like evil type of story, and it probably would like. And the reason why I want to do it is just because of that, like kind of like shock factor to it. Not because like I enjoy necessarily the story itself, but just like I think it'd be because it's something that like unless you like dive into the deep archives of like creepypasta type stuff, like you wouldn't know. And I find that stuff kind of fascinating. But to answer your actual original question of do a story, but it wasn't horror. Sometimes I'll find stories and I'll when I do find ones that are like that, it's kind of more of how does this fit into what I can do so it does get out there.
Okay, so I'm curious about something. So, with the voices, what inspired you to do them, or have you just always done random voices?
When I was when I was a kid, I really wanted to be an actor, and but I didn't know like the route that I wanted to go, and so I watched a lot of Jim Carrey movies when I was younger. And so then I started doing like a lot of voices, and my dad, which he shouldn't have, but he like let me watch Beavis and Butthead when I was a kid, and I would like do those voices. And then like Robin Williams, I was always fascinated with like his story of how he said like when he was an actor and he went to school, how he was able to just do voices right away. Like he could just do kind of like the different dialects. And I really liked to make people laugh when I was younger. I mean, I still do, obviously, but like just humor. You know, I liked to be, I guess, that kind of quote unquote funny kid, and doing voices and things like that usually would get a laugh out of anybody. And just kind of over the years, I've kept up with doing them. And then now, though, I will say like some of them, the accents and voices, like they're becoming hard to separate. Like when you said I do kind of like that Aussie accent and then Kiwi, but then if I try to do like an English accent, it always devolves into an Aussie/Kiwi accent, and I don't mean it to.
I mean,
And yeah, no, go ahead.
it's So I read somewhere that the Aussie accent is basically the British accent, but like this drunken slur of the early settlers, and that it just kind of evolved from
No,
there.
that would make sense because so in America, obviously, so our southern accent, what the UK accent is actually just evolved from that. So, the southern accent, they're talking a lot like that, but really with the UK accent, it's more drawn out and more going into a type of posh type of, and it's very upwards. And so that is where we have gotten this southern accent from, is just a devolvement from kind of the British UK accent.
Can you do that like
That transition again?
Yeah, the transition. That was good. Can you do
Okay.
that again, please?
So if it's I could say, like, we're all really out here, we're just having a great time, and these steers over here, they try to go really into they give you such a hard time that you just really can't understand how these roos. I mean, dead set, these roos will fucking take you out, mate. Yeah, dead set.
You did sit, mate.
Dead set.
I like you added random Australian words in there too. It's like, gotta make it sound accurate.
Well, just because, those ones, like, I hear, like, online, either through, like, TikTok people that I hear or whatnot, and then I'm always curious, like, do they just say those words? Or are those words, like, or those phrases more kind of national, like dead set?
Yeah, dead set. It depends. Like, the younger generation would say more dead set, but like boomers probably wouldn't.
Boomers. Boomer Australian. You got dead set. What does that even mean? You got to take a set and you got to make it dead? That doesn't even make any sense. Get out of here. Yeah, mate. I'm just trying to imagine, like, boomer Australian. It's like, we didn't used to always say these type of weird accents and these type of weird sayings. We used to be a little bit more classy than the words that you guys are trying to propagate, yeah?
Can you do a boomer Karen for me, please?
Oh, a boomer, like a boomer Karen, a boomer Aussie Karen? Or
Yes.
like just a boomer Karen?
Yes,
a boomer
please.
Aussie Karen. I'm trying to think of, like, I'm tired of all of you kids coming over here and with your damn skateboards and wrecking all of our payment. All right, I pay my taxes, and my taxes go to keeping these roads clean. And you're over here with your skateboards, really just messing it all up.
You sounded like a Kiwi.
Yeah, I would say it probably went more like.
I'm dying.
Now that I just did that, I kind of hear what you're talking about, because the Kiwis a little bit more. They're just a little bit more salty. They get really up in there with their accents, whereas that Australian's accent's a little bit more slower. It's a little bit more direct versus being really just up in there. Okay, I think I can understand a little bit.
Hello, AK.
What is going on?
Welcome. Don't worry about it. It's fine, AK. So Laura asks, you sound like someone who has studied languages. Is it a passion of yours?
I guess I wouldn't say studies language, but just more dialect of them and how they sound. Because when I was really younger, I wanted to get them to be more authentic. I didn't want to sound like I was trying to do an accent. I wanted to sound like the accent. And so, and even just like the differences between areas of, like, how you have UK, you can be that more posh, more just, it's got that lower jaw up and reflection there. We're just really trying to be upstanding citizens. And versus, like, that country drawl, they have that O kind of mouth kind of force the country, but then see how they like go into each other. So and then of course you'd like being Jersey versus a Geordie and kind of how those sound. So I guess I would say a little bit, but not from the sense of like studies the kind of the origin of languages, just more how they sound. Really just up in there.
Can you? Oh, I was gonna say, can you do a Texan one?
A Texan accent? Well, that would really depend. Like, is it that if you sound like you're from Texas? Why did I make that Australian immediately?
Yeah,
Okay,
I feel attacked
so
right now. No,
I'm like so normally when I do kind of like that Southern Texan accents, I make it a little bit more down south, trying to really just get up in there, trying to wrangle it down, make it nice and sturdy. Once you're just up in there, you can finally let it go. I just have that phrase now stuck up. I'm like,
I have a feeling every time you see my name, you're just gonna start talking in the Australian accent. Just, I
think it's almost like a contagious type of thing. Like if I'm hanging out with like one of my friends more who are more Southern, like I almost not. I guess I could say I'm instinctively like amoeba myself and like mold into like saying some of those words. Versus although where I'm originally from, so I'm from the northern states, and we used to talk like this. Yeah. Oh, the roads up here are real bad. The roads with the snow. Oh boy, you might as well get all your caribou out there to try to brave those roads.
sound Canadian.
Well,
like
where I'm originally from.
Oh,
that's
yes.
what they used to sound like. And it wasn't Canada though; it was the U.S. But I mean, those northern states. Yeah, they have those old sounds there, and old motley crew there. I do think.
So I've been told that like my accent has faded since I've started doing YouTube and started talking to more Americans.
Do you think it has? Like talking to your friends or family? Have they said like, are they like, oh yeah, I don't know why I made them like sound like.
What the hell did you make them
Yeah, you sound like a Yank over there.
I was about to take a sippy sip. I'm so happy that I did it. God damn. Why did you make it sound like that?
I don't know. Yeah, so I'm talking to your normal friends that don't sound like that, or your family. Have they like said like, oh, like, hey, like you're why are you talking like that, or why do you say words like that?
A little bit, but not really. Like,
No.
It's more like I was talking to one of my friends, I can't remember, like in a VC, and they're like, you don't sound as Australian anymore. I'm like, oh.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that? Why I crack open a VB or something? God damn.
Yeah, exactly. That's given Boston. Well, if I try to do a Boston one, that one almost sounds like I'm trying to sound like Tony Soprano. You kids over there. Now listen here, Chrissy. I'm trying to like not say curse words.
I know.
So like trying to do a Tony Soprano one for there.
It's like just
but like he does like a lot of that breathing sound. So he's like, Mr. Krabs, you're gonna go down there and tell me that we owe him a lot of money. And you're gonna ask that bikini bottom. I got it. It's so hard to do without curse words. Wow. But he does just a lot of that
Yeah.
breathing. Yeah.
So, what
I'll see my
scares
children.
you?
In general, or like?
I just realized how weird this question is.
Like,
I was just like,
what,
wait.
what is your fear? I would love to know.
It's like, so after you've been picking on me with the bad Australian accent, it's like, what scares you? I will not write this down and use this against you, I swear.
What is your like just deep-seated fear?
What kind of things drive you into madness? Like just out of curiosity.
What would just really make you want to move away and become a different person?
God damn.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to clarify like what you mean by like what like in general or like
in general.
Then that's more like almost like a philosophical question. It's interesting. I say this to a lot of my clients, but I tried is a lot better than I wish I would have. And I don't want to die with kind of a conscience of thinking back to all of the things that I wish I would have done or I wish I would have tried. And so if you try and fail, at least you tried, because I tried is 10 times better than I wish I would have. So I would say, yeah, that. Now, if it comes to horror, I hate body contortion stuff. like The Ring or The Grudge, like the like or possession things. Like it just gives me goosebumps. That, and to this day, I'm still an adult who runs up the stairs when coming up from my dark basement.
I mean, basements are pretty scary, not gonna lie. Like,
oh yeah.
Like, it's like they were made for horror movies.
They have to be. Who invents basements and just was like, this is a good idea?
I mean, I suppose you can hide out, like, you know, if war happens or something, but, like, it's just like, I don't know, it's just like, So whenever I see references to basements, there's always, like, a horror story involved. So I'm like, no basement for me.
Oh, yeah. Or yeah, just like, oh, everything's, like, down in the basement. So.
Exactly. It's like, nah. So, when you said that you run up the stairs, after being in the basement, so like when I go to bed, I don't like walk to my bed and sit on it and then go to bed. I like run and like leap because I'm convinced one day there'll be something under my bed that will grab me. And
yes, absolutely. You always need to be vigilant. You are living life the way that you should, because you don't want to get complacent. Because the minute that you do, that's when they'll strike.
Exactly. See, look, I'm glad we're on the same page.
Yes. No, like that, or like I, like in my adult brain, like I walk up the stairs like 2 or 3 steps because I'm like, I know there's nothing behind me, but then my brain is like, but how do you know that? And then I sprint up the stairs. So. Oh, the most terrifying thing for speaking of like this, and I think what like sparked my fear of the dark was, do you remember Darkness Falls?
No.
So that like almost pretty much B-rated horror. Speaking of, because I was just crapping on B-rated or B-rated horror movies before.
You're like, these
Darkness
movies suck.
Falls,
this one's amazing.
except for this one though. This one is just no. So the whole premise was like is the Tooth Fairy. They basically made like the Tooth Fairy scary, and like Tooth Fairy, like you don't look at her, otherwise like she'll kill you. And so like being in the dark and like thinking of like her coming out And when I was a kid, my parents' basement was the worst basement in the world for fear of the dark. So it was basically a U shape, and on one end of the U was my room. So think like a square U, I guess. And then there was no other way to turn on the lights besides by the stairs that were on the complete opposite side of the U. And the only bathroom that was down there was on the opposite side of the U, the opposite side from my room. So you had to sprint through the dark, pray that you didn't get taken into the bathroom that had no windows, and flip on the light switch that was on the opposite end of the bathroom wall. So dive into the even darker bathroom and flip on the light and pray that you survive just so you can go to the bathroom at night. Yes.
Oh.
It's terrifying.
So, I've got cats, and
Mm.
I went out to go to the
Oh.
bathroom, and I saw like these glowing eyes, like, but it was like at like eye level. Well, not my eye level because I'm not like I'm 5'6", but like a little bit taller than me. I was like, oh my god,
This
I'm
is
gonna
it.
fucking
They,
die.
they've got me.
I was like, shit, and like, and then I heard the. I'm like,
Oh.
motherfucker.
How dare you?
It's like, you scared me.
You will be out on the streets, cat, if you do that again.
It's sad. I was just like, you're so cute and such a little asshole. Why do you torture me like that?
My buddy told me this story when he was a kid. So he just got done. Everybody, I feel like, has like a story like when they first saw The Ring. For me, I saw it and I turned my TV around. I was like, not getting me. But yeah, he just got done seeing The Grudge. I don't know why I said The Ring. But The Grudge, and you know that scene where like the Grudge like crawls up the bed. For him, like he watched it that night, and he was like in his bed, and he even tells us, like, he's like, I don't know why I had the lights off, but he was like, I went into my room, I sat on my bed, I was like taking my shoes off and whatnot, and I feel like this pressure like on the edge of my bed, and then I feel it coming towards me, and I like swipe out, and I didn't feel anything, and I run to my side table and flip out my light, and I didn't see anything, and he's like, well, this is it. But it just ended up being his cat. Like he found like his cat like later on in the night, but in the moment feeling that like pressure coming up the bed, and then just
Like, ah. My cats kind of like learn because I have like, you feel something jump on you, and I've had big cats, so like I think it's like an instinct thing. So you're like, oh my god, get off. They learn to like jump up, like further up, and like meow every single time to just be like, I'm here. I'm not
incoming.
Yeah, it's like, ow. See. Hello, SJ. Welcome to the stream.
Hey, SJ.
Welcome. This stream's gone all over the place. There has been no structure. It's just, you get distracted.
Read back.
I get distracted. We both get distracted.
Where's the order here?
I mean, look, there is some level of order to this somewhere.
I like it. It's somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Look, it's fun. That's Ash Souls. Oh, that question. So Ash Souls asks, okay, there's a viral question that went around. Would you rather find 1,000 cockroaches or a person in your attic?
A person.
Same.
The cockroaches is like, because that 1,000 implies that there's more.
Yeah. It's supposed to be for every one cockroach you see, like there's like 5 you don't, or something.
Yes, something like that. So yeah, Lady Fairy, I'm with you right there.
Yep. It's easier to eliminate. Yeah, it's just like one.
Ooh, I got 4 questions for you that I can ask. Ooh, coming back.
Yeah.
Do playing the Uno reverse card on you.
I see this. I did not expect this.
Okay.
Bring forth
Question
your
number one.
questions.
Bring forth, and we shall see if they are worthy.
Go on.
Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 10 duck-sized horses?
Oh, but there'll be ducks. There'll be tiny little horses. I could keep them as pets.
See, everybody assumes that, but you forget what I said. Would you rather fight? These horses are coming at you. They have a vengeance for Lady Spookaria.
What?
They said
No.
they drew up a map and they said hey, we're coming.
No, no. I will make them love me. That sounds really good.
You're not okay.
It's like eat the carrot, you little shits.
Oh,
you will love me.
And I have a devil's advocate for any answer, so no answer is necessarily the right one or wrong one.
It's okay.
So yours would be the horses?
Yeah, because they're little.
Have you ever taken a razor scooter to the shin?
I mean, no. But I used to go horse riding a lot and be around big horses, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, or banged your shin against a side table?
Well, I can have like little leg guards,
No,
can't
imagine that. Yeah. I mean, that
I
would
would come
hypothetically
equipped.
get them on before they find you.
They're like tiny horses. I'm pretty sure I'm safe most of the time. What are they gonna do? All I have to do is like just close the door.
Close the door.
I mean, then this. What are they gonna do?
You underestimate these horses.
Hello, Mags.
They are mighty. They are mighty and small, and full of hate.
Look, if I get really angry, I could eat them. So there's that.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could.
Mm-hmm.
Make a lot of glue, I guess. Question number 2.
This went to extreme. It's like, look, I can eat them.
One horse-sized duck. So that's a lot too. All right. So you have a steady stream of ducks coming at you.
Why are they always ducks?
That's only for question 2.
Okay.
The question 3 and 4, and the 5th bonus question is different.
Okay.
So you have a steady stream of ducks coming at you. How many ducks do you think that you could fight before eventually you would become tired and succumb to the ducks?
Well, ducks are pretty, like, they've been kind of aggressive too. But
they can be.
I will bring corn, because ducks really like corn, so I'll distract them with food. And I'll eat the survivors. You don't
have this. You just have yourself.
It's just me. Just me with me being attacked by a heap of ducks.
And they're coming at you at like a steady stream too. It's not like too aggressive of a stream of ducks, but it's also not so slow. But eventually you're gonna get tired.
Okay.
And so how many ducks do you think it would be?
So what I would do is I grab a duck in one hand, a duck in the other. They will be my weapons, and I will bludgeon
your
the
numb
other
ducks.
Yes, my numb ducks. And I will beat the other ducks. And I will have snacks, and I will use the remains of the other ducks as like a little wall and keep fighting them off. I will hold out. I will stand my ground against the duck army. I will destroy them.
I will not fall to those ducks. Duck court calls for aid.
Damn.
So on average, the data that I've collected is most people say between 15 and 20 ducks.
I could do better.
Hey, I challenge you.
Oh no!
I'll send the ducks your way, and you'll find out.
It's like quackers, and then like I run up and try to hug the ducks, and the ducks are like, "Please go away." And I'm like, "Ducks."
The ducks all have sunglasses on, like Squirtle.
All right, what is your third question? Bestow it upon me.
So you have the ability to attend a gladiator event. This event, similar to like the Super Bowl or whatnot, happens probably about once a year. And it would be an all-day event, and you would see all of the same exact events that would historically happen, like they happened in the old gladiator events, how much money would you pay to watch such an event?
So, like, are we talking literally where they're killing each other?
I mean, maybe.
I mean,
Plus, you get to be in the splash zone.
oh. I mean, is this illegal in this world and
No,
society?
no, 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 no.
Or is this...
In this Dungeons and Dragons, arena, I'm the dungeon master, and so this is something, like I said, it's legal. It's something that anybody can go watch too. That's why I said, like, similar to like the Super Bowl, where it's like a big event, probably happens about
Do
once
I
a
have
year.
to pay money?
Yes,
How much money?
but are you asking, like, do I have to pay? Do I have to actually go or not? Is what you're asking?
No, like, I don't know. Like, is there snacks provided?
I mean, just like the Super Bowl, yeah.
What kind
Very
of snacks?
expensive sippy sips.
Look,
And,
can I watch it on TV? No.
I mean, you probably could, but I mean,
Am I
it's
going
nothing
there
like
by
being there.
myself, or am I going there with other
I mean,
people?
you could bring people. Like, yeah, like
Okay.
think of it as if it were an actual thing that you could go and watch. How much money would you pay?
Well, I don't really like going out and spending money.
Oh, yes. So
It's like,
now a lot of people, they struggle with this question because obviously, as you said, there's the risk of witnessing death. But, and an acceptable answer is always, what, that's not something I'd go and see. That's fine. But for those that would, how much money would you pay?
I mean, I wouldn't pay money for that.
I'd pay $1.
$1. God damn.
$1 hair.
$1. God damn. I just,
Okay. Hey, that's an acceptable answer too.
I don't want to
It's
go
not
somewhere
something-
with overpriced snacks. Like, that's...
Oh, it's the overpriced snacks. So seeing death, that's fine. The snacks though, $10 for a pretzel? Are you kidding me?
That's kind of how my brain works. I'm like, that's not normal. It's like...
Okay, question number 4. How much money would you pay to be in a gladiator event? Now, the catch is, how much money would you need to be paid? Excuse me, is what I meant to say. Now, the catch is, if you end up expiring, that money will go to whoever you deem it to go to. If you end up succeeding, it will go to you, obviously. So that's the first catch. The second catch is, you don't know what event /who/what you will be up against.
I don't think I last very long in general, so I'm just like, I mean,
Not something you sign up for?
no, I don't think so. It's like, sounds like I'd have to be around too many people all the time. And, like, do I get free snacks though?
I
Is
mean,
that included?
if you're a champion of the arena, I'm pretty sure you will get all of the snacks.
Well, I want snacks before I reach that level.
Well, I'm sure that they, like, in the bullpen, they would probably have snacks there. So
I'm kind of disturbed how everything I do is based on whether there's snacks and if they're affordable.
yes, if there's snacks, not the amount of money that I could or could not win. How many snacks are gonna be there?
I'm so food orientated. It's like, food. No, because I don't actually see myself, like, lasting very long in these events, so it's just like,
Well, what you could do, maybe you get a twofer and you get a horse-sized duck that you're gonna go again.
I mean, that's true. I could ride in on my duck, and it could be like one of those water events one too. So my duck's swimming, and I'll be there, like,
see, that's what I said. That's
and
why
like
I was
rallying the
you don't
crowd.
know what event? Yes.
I mean, that's true. That's true.
Could you imagine that on a resume? Like, you go for a job and they're like, wait, champion of the arena 2023, that was you? And you're like, yeah, that was me.
And like, well, it's like, do you want a promotion? It's like, I'm now the CEO of this company. And they're like, you can't do this. I'm like, yes, I can. I'm the champion.
I was the champion 03, okay? I can
Oh my
I
god,
can do what I want.
I should get like a ring and everything, and like
Yeah, see?
like
Just
a
saying.
jacket, and I'll strut in places. I'm like, hello, and people are like,
With
wow,
all your
there's the champion.
sponsors.
Yep, all my sponsors. Yep, yep. That'd be
All right,
amazing.
the fifth bonus question is a good one.
Okay.
And it's pretty much a would you rather.
Oh.
So would you rather
Mm.
every time that you get into a vehicle, not just your vehicle, a vehicle, a chicken appears that you have to excommunicate, and there won't be any blood or anything. It will poof into a comical cartoon cloud, and then go away. But it was every time that you get into a vehicle, this chicken appears and you have to deal with it.
Can I eat?
Or
Okay, sorry.
I will ask clarifying questions. Or once a year, at any point in the year, at some time in the year, an orangutan trained and mastered in the use of samurai swords will come
Ooh.
and try to excommunicate you. But
Oh.
similar, once you deal with him, he will go away, and then you don't have to deal with him until the next year. Now, he is an honorable orangutan. He has morals. He's not going to try and get you while you're in the bathroom or while you're being intimate. You'll see him coming,
Mm.
but he's still going to try and come and get you.
Hmm. I mean, I could eat both of them, so like I'm not too worried about it.
How though? Because they poof into cartoon clouds. There's no
That's
blood.
very
There's no nothing.
disappointing. That's
Yeah, sorry. They cannot themselves be the snack in this situation.
I'm very disappointing. Very disappointed. No food.
Well,
I
I
don't
didn't say there
know.
was no food. It's just
Well, no. Used to be. No, so with the chicken just suddenly appears in your car, or in a car when I
well,
just step in.
your car, your friend's car, the plane that you get on, the train you may ride, a boat you may be on. I said any vehicle that you enter.
Mm. I mean, I could just grab the chicken, shove it like in a box, and have a pet chicken until I decide to get rid of it. Can the chicken exist outside the vehicle?
No.
Well, then I mean,
If you try to put the chicken in a box, it will poof out of the box and back into the vehicle.
I just ignore the chicken. Like,
I mean, you could.
I
But
think
that'd be really annoying trying to drive.
well, I mean, look, I'm lucky to survive my own driving, as is everyone else. A chicken just adds an extra variable at this point.
What if you don't do anything to the chicken? I mean, the chicken just exists there forever. And if you try to go into like a different vehicle, chicken will follow you until you deal with it.
I mean, it's just a chicken. I mean,
The chicken is attacking you though. Like he's pecking at you.
you keep adding all these variables that just like
I'm not.
Just
No.
randomly
It's
adding in.
just the way that it is.
just the way that it is.
It is what it is.
I don't know. I think the chicken would get kind of annoying, although I'm pretty sure the chicken would probably end up not existing for very long in like driving with me, because like it will end up being like, you know what, it's time for me to go. I'll do my thing.
Because both out.
Yep, it's like yeah, like look, if I can't drive in peace, no one else can. It'll be fine. Although the orangutan, which I named George, it sounds like a George. I don't know. I'm thinking way too much about this. Like, it's like
You should. I normally throw a joke in here too, and I'll censor it though to make it more kid friendly.
well, thank you.
Can you imagine like you pick somebody nice if you're single. If if you pick somebody nice up at the bar, you're like, hey, let's get out of here. You take them to your car. and then you're like, well, hold on, wait. Before you get in, I gotta jerk my chicken real quick, and then you can.
God damn it!
Like, what are you saying? No, not that. See the chicken?
God damn it. I should have expected that. I feel like I walked right in on that one. I'm like, oh no. So anyway, we are a bit behind on the 1 hour break, so we will be taking the break right now. So
Okay.
just a second. Okay, and we're back. Dun, dun.
Please help me. You won't let me out of the basement.
Look, you and Entropic get to stay down there. Actually, I don't have a basement, so I don't know where you are.
Your subterranean lair.
Yes, that's it. My subterranean lair. So what is your favorite creepypasta overall?
Overall. Probably the Pancake Family.
I don't recall that one, so give us a synopsis.
It is detective trying to find this family of people that has gone missing, and eventually gets to a point where he finds them, and they've ended up becoming part of like this experiment where they've been flattened over time to where they're still alive, but they're like stacked on one another like pancakes.
Oh.
Yeah, there's more to it, but like I don't want to spoil it for you in case you decide to read it. Yeah.
That's disturbing. I'm like, oh.
Oh, the red lamp. Yes, the red lamp story too. I would say, yeah, the pancake people or the red lamp story. Are you familiar with that one?
Nope. So,
What?
yeah, but okay, you have to remember, I've mainly heard the classic ones, like the old school
That
one.
is a classic one, girl.
Well, look,
I promise.
I mainly read my own, okay?
Okay. Listen, I like what I like.
Like, listen here, youngin. I'm 7,003 years old. Okay.
I've been around. I was there before it was creepy pasta. It was mediocre pasta. Yeah, no, the red lamp story is it's allegedly true, but I don't believe it. Individual who gets hit by another person's like kind of like sacked in a way by them, and they hit their head and they pass out, and they live this entire life where they like meet a woman, they get married, they have kids, they live a life until and this goes of course over the period of years, and it gets to the point of where the person is looking at this red lamp that they have in the house, and the red lamp just looks off to them. They can't really quite get like why it looks off. They just know that it looks off. I'm almost turning into like Mr. Ballin over here where I'm like trying to like animate the story. And so yeah, it just looks off, and over the next couple days they take off of work. They just really study and focus on this lamp so much to the point of where they like don't leave the living room where the lamp is. They just sit there and they watch the lamp, and the lamp continues to kind of shift in a way, but they can't just figure out what is wrong with it, and its image keeps growing to them, and eventually gets to the point of where they kind of go to sleep and they wake up and they come to the realization they're kind of like being told like I want to say that they're at the hospital or they're being woken up by a police officer. I can't exactly remember, but whoever they're talking to, they're like, "Where's my wife?" And they're like, "I don't know what you're talking about. Like it was only you." And then they come to the realization that they've lived this entire lifetime with this person, their kids, everything, but it wasn't real. And so they're suffering from extreme depression of the loss of people that didn't exist.
Oh.
And then it kind of ends with like the person's talking about how they like kind of see their son out of the corner of their eye every now and then, but they're perpetually the same age that they were the last time that they saw them, but they never like clearly see them.
I
College campus, yeah.
I really need to that one. That one sounds good.
Yeah, SJ, you're right. They were there on a college campus. A football player ran into them and hit their head. Dark Little Voices. I just mentioned you earlier.
Oh, nice. Hey, Doc. Good to see you. Mags. Welcome back, Mags. I hope you had a nice shower. The interrogation continues.
Yes. Now we're gonna get into the hard stuff.
So, what advice do you have for future YouTubers or just YouTubers in general, like regarding narrations, etc.?
Ooh. Being even a small channel myself, I would say just get into it, honestly. Like if it's just something you're thinking about, just start doing it. I mean that's how it was for me. Lady, I don't know if that's how it was for you, but it's just like, you know what, I'm gonna get into this and see what it's see what it's like for me. And you don't have to have that was one thing that I kind of like internally like had to tell myself, like you don't have to go out and spend money on all the best equipment, like get stuff as you can. Um and make connections too is what I would say is really because this was something I was shocked about, and I don't know why in my head I was expecting like those within the narration community or horror community be like, no, I don't want to collab with you. You're going to take my viewers away from me. Meh. Um, and so, yeah, reach out to people because it was shocking to me in a good, and like I said, I don't know why in my head I thought that they like people wouldn't be, but everyone is very supportive and friendly, and just reach out and be like, hey, like if you have questions, like I still blow up people with questions like how do you do this, or or how can you what's the better way to do this. These people are generally like very supportive and friendly, and so just get into it and start doing it. Get equipment as you can. It doesn't have to be the best equipment in the world, and start your journey.
Indeed. Also, with approaching people, my advice is to just be friendly and treat people like they're normal people, and don't expect things from them. Because people are really friendly, but it's like, yeah, like, please don't message me and be like, hey, can you narrate this 30-page story on my channel that has like 3 subscribers? Like, dude, I would barely do that for my own.
Oh yeah, that is the other thing too, is be very mindful of like when you do collab of like what you're asking of the other person. Like I always make sure, like whoever I'm collabing with, I'm like, hey, is this story fine for you? Is the length fine for you? If it's not, you know, let me know. I'm more than happy to find a different story. Because I wouldn't, like you said too, I wouldn't do that on my channel, let alone ask somebody to do anybody that else, or ask anybody else to do that. So
and another thing would be, in my opinion, is take the story, put it in a Google Doc. This is if you have permission from the author and all that, but highlight the lines for people to make it easier as well if they're doing character roles, because just being given like a blank document, like say the creepypasta wiki link, it's like I struggle to read that sometimes as it is. So so like please like highlight lines for people. It makes it much easier to do, because what happens is I have a collab audio day and I just basically go through the list and just get them all done. If I have to spend more time like organizing things, it makes me kind of cranky. But yeah. Yeah.
I will say I haven't run into that one yet. Anybody I've ever like that's asked me to collab that has me do like actual lines, they've been super helpful on like highlighting and saying exactly what they want, and I would recommend that to anybody that's wanting to do that. Because like I'll say like kind of like the standard that I've gotten from people is like do a long recording, try to do 3 versions of each line, that sort of thing, and yeah, go from there.
Yeah, the 3 different versions of each line is good. Oh, Mags. You're silly. So, the Mags would like a 4-word summary of you, Rocky. So, would you like to...
4-word. Oh.
I'm putting you on the spot.
Come back to me.
I got you. I got you this time.
You did, because I'm trying to think of like how would even one just like 4-word summary. 4-word summary of you. Go.
Vengeance is mine. Now. There we go.
This is mine now.
Yep. Boom. Your turn.
I was really hoping you were gonna pass on. Oh, something for your nightmares.
Ooh, nice.
I narrate with voices. There it is.
Hello, Adams. Good to see you, Adams. Count Dorkula, what's good?
Ouch.
Yeah, it's, to be fair, Adams, I've known Adams for quite a long time.
I like that. That was good.
I eat the food. Oh, I could go for food right now. What am I in the mood for? I'm so...
What time is it for you?
It's nearly 1:30 p.m. ish.
Dang.
It's the afternoon. So like sometimes when the stream's
the
going
Arvo.
Yeah, mate, the Arvo. No. So sometimes like by the time the stream gets late, it's like 3 p.m. and that's when schools used to get out. Like, so I get either really excited and bouncy, or like my slump hits and I get really angry. I'm like,
where are the snacks?
Yeah. So, like every so often, like people will hear me like chewing. It's like, lady, are you eating? No. Are you eating on stream? No.
Never. No, I would never do that.
I'm so like welcome to the ASMR stream.
Crisscross.
Oh. Should have a mukbang stream. It's like you get to listen to me
Oh.
eat. No, it'll be fun.
Oh.
You're like mukbang horror narrations like nom, nom. So then the demon
And then they entered the demon.
like yeah,
That is two worlds that don't need to collide.
I will make it happen. And then I get ostracized.
Can you
from the horror
imagine
community.
asking people to? Can you imagine asking people to collab on that? Can you eat fried? Can you eat fried chicken specifically for this one?
They're like, wait, what? What?
It's what the community wants.
You know what? Oh, wish you hadn't mentioned fried chicken. I could go for fried chicken right now.
I had some earlier, so that's why I was like,
Oh, yum.
good.
What kind?
So there's a place where I'm from, or not where I'm from, like by me, called the Eagle, and what they do with their fried chicken is they deep fry it partially and then they pressure cook it.
Okay.
So it's nice and juicy and moist.
Oh no, not the moist. You make moist. Oh,
Yeah.
oh god damn.
Every time I see you or Papa Scare do that, like I can't not read it in that tone or say it out loud in that tone.
So I'm pretty sure it was Mad Chatter who started the yeah mate. Like whenever like he'd see me, yeah, he'd be like, yeah mate. I'm like, oh god, yeah mate. And then he'd mimic my Australian accent like back at him, and then I'd be mimicking his, and it just it devolved.
It devolved from there.
Like,
Devolved, yes.
Let's see. So Mags is making sandwiches, and yes, I'd like one with ham, cheese, and tomato. Ooh.
I am perpetually 5 years old, so any sandwich for me is just like meat and cheese.
Oh. How dare you?
Yep, no, that's all I need. That is all I need.
No.
What else could you possibly need on a good sandwich?
Yeah, Rocky has to go now. No, I'm kidding.
All right, yeah. It's been fun, but this has been the final straw.
It's like that's it. No more. No more. Adam's 4 words. Give Adam potato bake. Look, Adam, someday you'll get the sacred recipe. Someday. SJ says, have you ever heard of a garbage plate?
I have not, but it sounds delicious.
So what's a garbage plate? Enlighten us, please.
Yes.
Ooh, very nice, Matt. Very nice. So Adam asks you, what's the best sandwich?
Philly cheesesteak.
I've never had one.
You guys don't have like, I guess, like a variation of that over there? So it's like pulled pork Swiss cheese, onion, green pepper.
I mean, maybe we do. I don't know. Doesn't sound familiar.
Fair enough.
Sounded briefly disappointed, like, oh.
Well, no, because like I had to be like, I can't just be like, what? You don't have what we have? What kind of place are you running over there?
It's like, what kind of heathen land do you live in, lady? Where do you live? How dare you? It's not that bad. So, Laura would like to know, what are your thoughts on Dr. Pepper?
Is this gonna be a trap? I mean, I like it. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like,
ignore the guns pointing at your back. It's fine.
The Dr. Pepper is just the best thing in the world.
Not sponsored. If you want Dr. Pepper, if you want me to promote,
God, I wish I had Dr. Pepper as a sponsor. That would be great.
I have never tried Dr. Pepper.
Really? Just like more just because it's like not been like something that you've sought out, or
I mean, Dr. Pepper is in Australia, but it's like sort of like Coca-Cola is like everywhere. But with Dr. Pepper, it's more.
do you Pepsi?
Yeah, we've got Pepsi,
Okay.
but like you just don't really see Dr. Pepper around that much. So like, there's usually always say
I
either
could see that.
Pepsi or Coca-Cola around. So it's very, I'm not going to take a risk.
I get that. Yeah, I don't want to get that and just hate it. So
Yeah, this is like I'll buy a can and be like, I hate this. Why did I buy you?
You just come back to your chat next time and say, "How dare you make me drink that slop?"
How dare you? Hello, Matthew. Welcome to the stream. It is good to see you. Welcome, welcome.
SJ responded. Were they the one who said,
Oh, yes.
2 cheeseburgers?
So SJ says, 2 cheeseburgers on home fries and mac salad all covered in meat hot sauce. You can add ketchup, mustard, onions, whatever. Okay, that sounds really good.
Wait. When you say mac salad, are you saying like macaroni salad, which needs to be thrown in the garbage? If you refer to my notes earlier, let the courts reflect my record. I said I'm perpetually 5 years old.
Oh,
I
yeah.
hate macaroni salad. I hate potato salad.
How dare you?
And don't give me like anytime I ever say that to anybody, everybody's like, "Oh, you gotta try like my mom's potato salad." No, it's gross. It's all gross.
Just imagine every person walking up to you with just like that voice, like an old lady,
ever,
a little kid. They all have the same
voices.
voice.
The voices in my head. I just wish one of them would keep their story straight.
Dun dun dun. Ooh, Holly Ann says, I had a garbage plate chili family restaurant in Rochester, New York.
Are you on Twitter?
What? No? Why? What's happening on Twitter?
Oh no, Magnus. Sorry, I'm trying like to not like give you the chance to like read your own chat stuff. Like, sorry.
Why are you?
No, Magnetar just asked me if I was on Twitter. Yes, I am.
Hang on, I'll post the link. Oh wait,
it's over there somewhere.
The link's in the stream. Hang on, I'll grab it. Unless Laura has. Oh, why did I click inspect element? Jeez. Okay, I'm lost. I'm okay, I'm back. Ooh, the final of Last of Us. Nice. God damn it, Adam. Oh,
dark little voices above his comment.
Potato salad is good. Macaroni salad is a sin against the gods. Look, Dark, I will smack you. Smack everyone.
Do you like both?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go over other foods that my 5-year-old brain doesn't like.
Yeah, what other foods don't you like?
Squash is gross.
I don't think I've even had squash. What's wrong with... Oh, yeah.
What's wrong? Yeah, and then you thought about it. You're like, yeah, everything.
Everything. A little bit dramatic, but okay.
Jellies that are on meat.
Oh.
Like some posh places, they got like hamburgers that have like a type of a jelly on it or whatnot.
Oh, okay.
That's gross.
Keep going.
I'm trying to think of other like disgusting foods that I find.
We're like putting you on the spot. It's like, come on.
Skyline chili is gross.
Okay, wait. How about we narrow it down and be like, what foods do you like?
Steak, meat and cheese.
Ooh, how do you
macaroni and cheese? I'm a mac and cheese connoisseur.
Okay, so how do you like your steak?
Medium rare. Okay, good steak doesn't need sauce.
Okay, good. You said If you said well done, I'd be like, hey, you know what?
Oh God, no.
It's like,
No,
yeah.
I would have took myself off the stream for that one.
It's like, yeah, Rocky has to go now. Yeah.
Same things as he loses.
And then I'm on Twitter. I was like, yeah, I am no longer associated with this individual.
Somebody, they're just gonna heckle me in the comments like, this guy doesn't like potato salad.
Like every time you post a video, someone's there posting
Oh my
about
God.
it.
It's just they start a rotation of people. They're like, oh, he posted a new video. It's your turn.
Ah, I'm not gonna lie, that sounds like a pretty cool idea. I'm like,
You just gathering your troops in your chat.
Oh. Hey, Bean Man, it's good to see you. Yes, it has been a while. Welcome, welcome.
Alternative night, thank you, appreciate you.
Hell yeah, that's it, guys. Make sure you follow and give Rocky a sub. He's is enduring, I should say, a stream.
I'm like, how are, like, I don't know for you, like, if people say like they sub or stuff, but I feel like it doesn't matter to me, and I hope that I will always keep this type of mentality where if I get like a sub, or if I get like 50 in a day or whatever, whoever it does, like, I am extremely grateful for that, and it does mean a lot, and like I feel like that's always my response to people, but it's very true in that sense, just because nothing is ever given.
Mm-hmm.
And something like this can be easily taken away, and so I'm just always extremely grateful for anybody that watches, not like me or any other narrator on within the community that subscribes. It does mean a lot.
That's true. Stream's going all over the place. It's like heartwarming, teasing, everything else.
Just straight slaughter.
Yeah. Things have been good, B man. I hope things have been good for you too. I love how the food talk has already begun. Adam says, to be fair, eating shellfish is apparently a sin against God too. So this confirms Australia is a godless land.
Is Australia, do you guys eat order lines?
Wait, what?
Order lines? Am I saying that word right?
I've never heard of things like, what do you mean? Like shellfish? Like prawns and stuff?
No, is it order line? Is that the line?
We need a translator.
Yeah, I need a translator for somebody. Somebody tell me what I'm trying to say.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's this type of bird that the way that it's prepared is you like, once again I'm trying to describe this very kid friendly. You
Is that where it's left out to rot?
No, you drown it in amaretto. You drown it in a wine, you revive it, and then you drown it again in another wine, and then
Oh my god.
you cook it, and then you eat it with like a napkin over your head to hide your sin from God. But apparently it's delicious.
Oh, no, that's illegal here. That would definitely be illegal here. Damn, that went dark. It's okay.
Well, it's...
Oh. Here I thought it was about prawns and crabs and little lobsters, and like, no. It's okay. So, Dark says, I'll gladly sin if it means I get to eat shellfish. You know what? Shellfish and like crab with like garlic and butter. It's so good. Don't mind me having a foodgasm.
I really need to find like what that bird is called down to because I'm upset that I'm like not saying what it is right.
Is your ADHD hyper focused on some random thing right now?
Yeah. See, you know exactly
Yeah.
what it is. It's like as soon as you hype, you focus on one thing and you get that focus. That is it right there.
Yep.
So I was out of body experience trying to
It's
ortoline. Yes, I think that's how it's spelled
You
right
didn't
there.
get it. I
I don't know why I made it southern ortoline.
I was just waiting for like a random like message like after the stream, like tomorrow I'll be like, oh Twitter, why is Rocky messaging me about a bird? Wait, what happened on the stream yesterday?
Yes.
What happened? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'll let you look that up on your own of how those are prepared.
So, what is your all-time favorite horror movie?
Oh. So I'm weird. I very rarely have favorite to thing. Normally, most of the time, I have favorites.
Mm.
And so, one that comes to my mind is Ghost Ship. It actually the remake. I would say never mind is probably my favorite horror movie because it is just so well done, and they were able to capture Bill Skarsgård. Just he absolutely killed that role. He did a very good job, and that's no disrespect to why am I forgetting the original actor's name?
Tim Curry?
Tim Curry, yes. That's no disrespect to Tim Curry. Tim Curry is just an absolutely phenomenal actor, but just the remake that they did and everything about it was very, very good. Although the second one wasn't that good. So yeah, I would say that one.
Nice. What about the others?
Well, yeah, so Ghost Ship, The Lost Boys, actually, is right up there too with like favorite horror movie. Are there musicals that are counted as horror movies?
I mean, look,
Or would you consider this as something else?
look, we're going to include them because I feel like it. I don't know.
I would say Repo, the Genetic Opera.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, those are the ones I'm thinking of.
So, SJ asks, what about the first movie that scared you?
I have a story actually that goes with this.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen Dreamcatcher, Stephen King's Dreamcatcher? It's got Samuel L. Jackson in it.
It sounds familiar.
So, yeah, it's without trying to do like spoilers, but they're like it has to do with like aliens and things like that. And part of it is like aliens that come out of your butt. And yeah, I'm like trying to like
you bring such interesting topics to my stream. Dear God.
And so I saw that movie when I was a kid, and for like 6 months straight, I was afraid to poop because so like I would like sit and like hover and be like, I hope that today's not the day, and yeah. So I would say that was the first movie that scared me.
What the?
Your chat's probably like, huh? All right.
To be fair, I do think this has been the weirdest stream. But God damn it. Oh my. Okay, so what are your old? Oh wait, no, wait, we're gonna put you on the spot. What are 10 real life tips that you'd like to share with us? 10.
10.
Yeah, mate, 10.
Yeah, mate. You said it first.
No.
In my defense,
No.
you said it first. Right there you did.
No. Doesn't sound like me.
I would never say such things, actually. So
I don't know where you're getting this from.
Fake news. I actually have I can give you 24 tips.
Oh, nice.
Because, and the reason why I say this is because I created a program that I usually do with groups, but within that are kind of just basically I'll list them off for you and your chat, and we can go from there.
Nice. Okay.
So the first thing is learn about an introduction to trauma and what exactly that means to you. The second one are understand that you have sorry, my thing is like not wanting to load up here. There we go. Come on. You're right there. So the second thing is understand that you have 3 wills in life. You have a freedom of will, a will to meaning, and a will to life. Number 3, discover your shadow self. Because throughout our entire life, there are several times that our shadow will overshadow us. But that is the thing about a shadow, is that we cast a shadow does not cast upon us. Number 4, treat yourself like something that you are responsible for. Number 5, cultivate your own culture. 6, who are you, or what is your identity? And what does the ship of Theseus mean to you? Discover your meaning and purpose for number 7. Number 8, try to discover your harmonious totality, which means balancing your Apollonian and your Dionysian side. Number 9, there is the goodness of tragedy and relieving yourself of guilt. Number 10, forgiveness is not revenge. Number 11, what are your core values in life? Number 12,
If you're talking,
sorry.
no,
No. Like, as I'm like, some of these are like they're just the title of them, and they're not like the tip. So I'm trying to like rework to like say it like it would be a tip.
Okay.
So like this next one is like brain and depression.
Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Keep going.
No, you weren't at all. Even me, I was like sitting there like, I gotta say something. Yeah, so if I go quiet, that's what it is. I'm just like trying to figure out how to like make it more sound like a tip. Number 13. If you have it in your head that you cannot do, then act as if, and stand up straight with your shoulders back. Number 14, compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. Number 15, set your home in perfect order before you criticize the world. Number 16, discover your own resiliency that you already possess. number 17. This one's tough. The title of it is 3 Reasons That We Run from Royalty, and it's discussing like seeing yourself as someone of royalty, but that one I'd have to like go into what it's about. Number 18, self-transcendence. Transcend above your suffering and always know that you can. It doesn't mean that it's always going to be easy or that there's a clear path forward, but it's better to take the long path that's short than the short path that's long. Number 19, there are unnecessary burdens that we carry in life, and to relieve yourself of those unnecessary burdens, because there are burdens that we carry just by simply being alive, being a good partner, being a good friend, going to work, being a productive person. Those are burdens that we carry with us whether we want to or not. And when I say burden, I don't mean from the sense of like that they're weighing you down in a negative way. They're just part of things that help us keep us grounded. Number 20, this one is very deep, but there are 4 elements that destroy the soul, but they're discover what the absence of meaning and purpose in your life is. 21, discover your own adversity. 22, dreams equal health. 23, take stock in you. And number 24 is kind of 12 commitments, but the best way that I can say them is to say them, and that's just to risk your security and face the unknown, and do not lie to yourself in the process. Pursue a better aim. Do not underestimate the extent to which you can affect change. What would your life be like if you made use of all the potential that you were offered? Comparison kills. Compare yourself to yesterday's self, not to today's self or others. Do not continue to breathe life into things that do not exist. Do not continue to breathe life into things that don't exist, the monster under your bed. Recognize pain and see it as natural. Transcend your suffering and aim continuously up. Balance order and chaos in your life. That which you need the most is often in the place that you least wish to be or look, and most of the time that place is internally. Understand the truth about suffering, loss, misery, adversity, redemption in that order. Every day make your bed. Take the time to lay in your bed and ask yourself, what thing am I doing consistently every day that is ruining my life? And how can I fix it? Because most of the time, that fix is the most minute behavior change that we can make. And finally, am I asking or am I deciding? Unchain yourself, not just to be free from something, but for something. Forgive, not just for yourself or for someone else, but because you need to decide how free you wish to be. And that is it.
Oh my god, that was brilliant. Those were really good. I just... Thank you for sharing those.
That is the collaboration of 4 years of my life's work in like 5 minutes.
Oh, that was really... Oh, thank you. That was really helpful.
Yeah, no, I mean it's for everybody, I just hope that your stream isn't like, what is this? Like, I didn't come here to feel.
Make me feel things and reflect on my life.
How dare
what the
you?
hell? This isn't what these streams are about.
I come to these streams to get away from life, not to...
Like, no, that's the reason why I kick you. I was like, yeah, that was way too meaningful, and everything else, you have to go get out.
Yeah, I didn't... That's not the type of vibe we're looking for here.
It's like serious, meaningful, thought-provoking. What the hell is this? No, in all seriousness, that was. Thank you for sharing.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, good night, Lady Fairy. Thank you very much for coming and hanging out with us.
Yeah, I appreciate you seeing you.
So Lady Fairy was waiting until you were done to head out.
Oh, that's nice. I really appreciate that.
Dark little voices. How dare you make us feel? Yes, how dare you indeed. This stream
SJ.
really has gone all over the place. Like,
S.J. Curtis, you ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? Amateurs having feelings. Left.
oh yeah, so if you haven't already, why not click the like, you know? Like the stream. Like the stream.
Yeah. Just really, take all of your frustrations out on feeling on that like button.
Yes. Punish the like button. It's gonna right there. It's like,
Yeah.
oh.
There could be a whoa.
Oh.
I almost said something about Susan too, but it's not Susan anymore.
It's Neil.
Neil? Okay.
Yeah. I was gonna say something like, I don't know, new overlord might not be so kind.
Overlord. Yeah, I'm a generous god.
Yes. God damn. So everyone, we are hitting the 3-hour mark. Does anyone have any further questions for Rocky? Rocky, do you have any questions for myself or the chat?
All right, I've been waiting for this moment.
Dun, dun, dun.
No. What would you say your biggest mistake was in narrating, and how did you overcome it?
I thought this was going to be like this open-ended questions, like what is your biggest mistake? I'm like, ooh, damn. When it comes to narrating, you don't need to be quite as absorbed in the community as what people think. You can say hello, you can be friendly, but you don't necessarily have to be everyone's best friend, so to speak. But I would say that is a part of a mistake, but also just not sticking with what I actually wanted to do with my content. So I had a little bit where I'm like, I sort of like, I like changing things up and seeing, you know, what I enjoy. But you have to always have fun in doing it. Like, obviously, I don't like audio editing. Like, that annoys me so much. I hate it. But I really love the, you know, the end product. But it's just, there will be stuff that sucks. Just accepting that.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm going with this. I've got a lot of
No, I'm actually picking up what you're putting down. There's just gonna be things that suck, and you're just like, well, all right, here it is.
Yeah, it's just like, oh.
Oh, I do have a question though, and you can
Ooh.
choose not to answer this or not
Ooh.
because it is something. Do you have tattoos or not? And are they similar to your character?
I'm not going to answer that completely, but no, I don't have tattoos like my avatar.
Fair.
Yeah. That's actually a relatively new thing, the tattoos. Like, so Yeah Man did my art, and the horns have been an on and off thing for a bit, but the arm tattoos, they're new. That was just something that he added in, and the dragon head. I'll show you if I can't. God damn it! But yeah, she's sitting on a dragon head. I'm like, well, I guess there's dragons in my lore now.
Well, I guess.
Like, I twisted my arm. Ah, dragons, really cool animal.
I suppose.
Like, I will endure this. So give me your deepest demon voice.
Like, what kind of demon?
I don't know.
Because you did this for the first one. That was on the spot, but I need like the kind, like
I don't know.
Because, like, you could be almost like a playful type of demon. Like, where it's like, hey, what do you think you're doing there? You really think that you can control your own body? No, no. That body is not yours. This body is mine. And I alone will control this body whether you wish me to or not. I will only control the body. This is mine.
Sounded like a guy I met at a pub once. At the start, I was like, there's this weird
I have
Aussie.
found my way.
It's like this Aussie random accent to your voice. Your wife's gonna be like, "Why do you sound Australian?" Like, this is my life now. I would do one, but I have to record tomorrow. Last time I did a demon voice.
You don't want to do that.
Yep.
I've also realized that one too. Don't force your recordings and try to do a recording with a blown out voice.
Yep. And if need be, you can alter your voice to make it like more demonic rather than trashing your voice. Which is what I did a fair bit at the start. So, Rocky, would you be willing to be dragged back on again sometime?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. I mean, this is only round 1.
Oh.
Now I've got to go. Now I've got to go train. Got to get myself right.
Like the Rocky montage.
Like, yeah. See. You picked up what I was doing there.
It's like, yes. Yeah, like next time you strutting him is like, one, I will have it. It'll be fine.
If
everything will work out.
He dies.
God damn.
She says, giving the illusion of.
I mean, look, Laura. Yes.
No, absolutely. This
easier to get them.
Be a lot of fun.
It's easier to get them in the cage if they think there's a carrot inside.
Come on. There's snacks in there. Snacks, huh? Snacks.
My streams are something else, dear God. Oh, Rooster says, as soon as my dog and I get inside my home, he runs to his bed and is out like a light. Oh, and it's so cute. So cute.
He's just like, now that I know that you are home, I can finally rest.
It's like
to guard the home the next day.
It's like finally. Oh my god. I need a sippy sip.
Oh yes, I haven't had one for a minute. Thank you for reminding me.
Yes, a good old sippy sips.
The highest quality.
Yes, my highest quality water because trying to be healthy. And then I want to order fried chicken after this.
Why did you sound Russian right there? Well, my highest quality water, because I'm trying to be healthy.
No, because so you'd hear it if MCT came to the stream. So if she came to the stream, you'd hear the BB's voice, and it's like this weird hybrid of like German and Russian.
Oh.
And I don't know why we started this, but it started, it evolved or devolved, and yeah, it's fantastic.
Interesting, yeah, because I was just like, what is? You really took that Ivan Drago's character seriously. If he dies, he dies. Try to be healthy, drink more water for my ability to harm you better later.
Yes, that'll do. Wait, SJ says, if a shadow figure offers you snacks, what do we say? Thank you. You could also say, give me more, please.
Is this all you brought?
Yeah, it's like, not good enough. Another offering is required.
Come back when you have better offerings, you peasant shadow.
Peasant shadow. What? But yeah, I think we'll be wrapping up. Any final questions, comments? Rocky, do you have any final questions, comments? Where's your link? Where'd I put it?
Where did I? Oh no! 2 years later, there's the link.
Look, I'm organized. I posted it in the stream chat.
I know you did. That was real nice.
You may.
You might.
Oh, God, not you
No,
too.
no. Thank you so much for having me on. Though this has been a lot of fun. Hopefully, we do it again soon.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Let's get to work on that.
You gotta work
that
out, stop
phasmophobia
pumping
stream.
iron. Yeah, that too. You be there working out, going like, must get ready for Lady Stream.
Right. What are you training so hard for? You wouldn't understand.
No one understands what these streams are like. No one does. Understands what I've been
You have to. Nobody knows the sorrow.
So what's gonna happen is you'll meet all the other people who've been on my streams and be like, you've been on one of Lady's streams, haven't you? You'll be there going, yeah.
You've got that look on you.
Yeah, you've got that look in the community.
You've been there.
It's like we've been here. All been here.
It's all right. We'll start a group. We got leather jackets. We meet on Thursdays.
Oh my god, that would be so cool. I think there's a thing with tacos or something that was mentioned.
Mm.
I'm like, wait, when is
Something like
tacos involved? What's happening? I never know what's happening. So yes, please subscribe and follow Rocky. He's an awesome narrator. He's under 1K, but soon you'll reach it. Yeah.
Getting there, yeah. Getting there.
Yeah.
Because almost to 700 last I looked.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, mate. All right, so say your final little bits to the chat, and then I will boot you out and say my final
Get
goodbye.
out of here.
like get out and leave the snacks.
And leave the snacks.
Leave
Those
the
aren't
mac
for
and
you.
cheese.
Oh, mac and cheese, the best.
I love mac and cheese.
Shout out to first your chat. Your chat just has also kept this entertaining and had some really good questions. So your chat has it seems like you got a really good, awesome community here. And once again, I just really enjoyed hanging out, having a good time, having some sippy sips, and yeah, come check out. I just ask you guys to come check out my channel if you guys like it. Let me know, and I always appreciate feedback as well. That is one thing I've noticed that some of those within my community are definitely willing to let me know, like, hey, this could be better. And if you got any story submissions, please send them over.
Hell yeah. Do it.
Do it.
Like,
send me your delicious stories.
Oh, nice. All right, so I'm gonna leave the chat right now. That was more awkward than I did.
See ya.
It's like this awkward see you, bye. Yep, just like walking past you. So I'm going, yeah, cool, yeah. All right. Okay, that was Horror on the Rocks, otherwise known as Rocky. Thank you so much for coming on and spending time with us, Rocky. It was my pleasure having you. I also like to very much thank the chat and all my lurkers, my channel members, everyone. Thank you for watching and checking us out. Please check out my videos, like the stream, subscribe if you haven't already. Also like to thank Entropic Society for the amazing raid. That was a lot of fun. A little overwhelming, but in a good way. But yeah. Stay safe, my little spooklings. And remember, I'll be watching you.